this motherfucker. I was beatboxing for you.
Yeah, man.
You were beatboxing?
Yeah, I was.
I didn't know you were beatboxing.
I was
I
beatboxing.
didn't know you were in a box.
Listen, man. And I started beatboxing, and then I lost to that kid Rob because he had one move, and I learned that he had that.
That meant a lot.
And I was like, what? Listen.
You do a good
Now
job.
I got that shit. It killed me on that. I was like, cool beans. Good morning, everyone. Two Bros Podcast in the building. Episode 25. On a Palm Sunday, and no better way to celebrate Palm Sunday with my man Napalm.
Boom! About to blow the spot.
About to blow the spot. Special guest, long-time childhood friend of mine. Been together since kindergarten.
Go back like rocking chairs.
Since Miss Gridelli.
Like Cadillac.
PS 118 alumni.
Definitely.
Like a mother.
Definitely.
For those of y'all who grew up in St. Albans, Hollis Triangle area, as we call it. St. Albans, Hollis, Farmers. Right?
118, that's right.
118
Yeah.
is
Part of the Liberty Rock Chronicles.
That's right.
Right, Liberty Rock Chronicles.
That was before they painted the rock?
Rock has always been that
It's
color
always been-
since
it's
I-
always been there, yeah.
We moved.
It's always been like
we
that.
moved there. What? I'm born in '72. We moved there. What? '75.
I think the year wasn't it the year of the blackout?
Yeah, I remember the blackout.
The year of the blackout, the
remember.
70s blackout.
Yeah, I
I think it
remember
was
that.
the year when we first got there.
Wow.
I think.
Yeah,
But that rock has always been. It's always been.
Always been
it's
like
always
that?
been like
I
that.
rember
okay.
it's always been repainted. Like I remember.
Oh, it hasn't
every-
always been so fresh.
Right.
Oh,
So
they
they just
got you.
keep
Got
they
you.
just keep repainting it over and over.
Yeah.
And at one point there was a plaque on it,
I remember
Yeah.
that too.
and somebody lifted it off, and I
Just took it off.
I haven't found somebody that can tell me the history of the rock.
Whoever.
No one can tell
Gotta
me.
look it up, man.
All my old farm, I've tried. I've
Okay.
gone on. It wasn't very. I mean, I didn't do that much digging, but Google it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Today, that's what everybody thinks. Do your research.
Google.
That's it. That's as
That's
far
all
as
you
you
gotta
get.
do now.
Yeah, but there's a little bit more to that. Like just researching shit got to go a little deeper
Definitely.
than just going. What the media.
What they
'cause-
tell you.
because that's still controllable, isn't it? Like
Right.
that data can come from just anywhere.
Anywhere.
and-
Well,
Yeah.
Wikipedia is all nothing but like contributions. Like people contribute to it. Like, you can go on Wikipedia and say, "Hey, this is what happened."
So I had a Wikipedia and I put my name as a prince of a country in Chad, right? So
Okay.
meaning Chad is my middle name, and I uploaded a picture and I said, Google me, just look at it, and the guy said, you are
Wow.
prince, and I said, if you fucking believe that,
Right.
and the guy was like, wait, how'd you do that? I said you could do it too, and he was like, really? So it's all user based. It's all
Yeah.
people contributing their own bullshit, I guess.
Basically.
Yeah, and at some point, it is bullshit.
So
You know. At some point, at some point, you got to stop with like saying like questioning everything. At some point, like something has like a base to
Right.
which you got to say, okay, well, this is the truth. Well, how do you know it's the truth? Well, so and so said. Well, who the fuck is that?
Right.
And then you could do that all the way, all the way back to ever since the
the gavel.
ever since no what some huge library got burned in Alexandria
With all the information. And,
a huge library got burned. I think when
What do you mean, like Library of Congress or something? Like
no, this
library, they wanted to
this
get
is
rid of
ancient.
the-
This
yeah.
is ancient. This is ancient Greece.
Oh.
In which I can't. I'm gonna kick myself in the fucking head because I know this. Like a huge library got burned, and I can't remember who did it. But then they just basically started all over again.
Yeah, exactly. Try their own way.
Right, their
They-
own version
exactly.
of shit. So, what do you remember what happened about? No, I don't remember what happened. Well, let's just write it down and
that's kind of what Hitler
So it's
tried
a lot
to
of
do all the
stuff,
time,
put a
man.
right?
book, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of
Hitler's always-
stuff we're not sure about.
Yeah, but that's kind of what, and don't mind me, guys. I'm just
No
trying
doubt,
to
do
throw
your
some
thing,
stuff
bro.
up here. But that's always what we're always faced with, like his story, right? People just trying to put their story out there to say that they're the ones that created stuff.
Their version.
And like a lot of movies, like what's the one with George Clooney? when he played in something and they was going around, they were like a part of the military, but they were actually trying to preserve paintings and what was the name of that?
I think they was supposed to be in Germany or something like that. And
right. And Hitler
burned
was
in the book.
Hitler was destroying all the art,
Exactly.
and they wanted to preserve all the artwork.
Exactly.
And their whole purpose of this Operation Crew was like to preserve facts and stuff that was being destroyed by like
And
Hitler.
things they didn't want out
I
there.
didn't want to see this thing here. Or,
He was trying to rewrite history, just change everything, wipe a whole race off
I
the
mean,
map.
when they tell stories of Napoleon shooting off the nose of the Sphinx and all that because he didn't like how the nose looked or whatever else. I mean, I don't know if that's true or not.
Right.
Because when I went to Egypt, I did go to Egypt and I walked the pyramid myself because I had to see it for myself, and it was it's off my bucket list. Thank God, work allowed me to travel there. But it's a pile of rocks, man.
Wow.
It's a fucking pile. I'll show the pictures later. I'm standing on a bunch of it looked like a construction site, like no different than you've seen anywhere else. It's just bricks. They're just rock. I mean, don't get me wrong, but it ain't this fucking laser precision
Like they
chambers of they make it seem like it's. Now, granted, inside the tomb and all that other stuff, there's probably stuff in there and archaeological finds. But they had fucking lighting in there. They had like track lighting.
Yeah.
It's like a museum now. They went in there and put wires and did shit. So, but you get everybody go, oh, it feels magical. It's
Just to be here.
Yeah, I feel it. I can feel it. You feel it? You feel it? No,
the hype.
So no.
It's the coffee.
Ain't that a McDonald's down the road?
It's the hype.
They did have McDonald's in Egypt. Freaked me out. I was like, what the
McDonald's
fuck?
is everywhere.
McDonald's is everywhere. So, damn. So, what else is going on, man? Good morning, everybody. Good
morning.
My man Napalm in the building.
Where'd you come up with napalm?
Well, when I was young, I had a sort of explosive attitude a lot. I had a bad temper, so a friend of mine just was like, yo, you know what? You're like a napalm bomb. And I was like, hey, that sounds cool. And ever since then, it just stuck with me.
Damn.
Why can't MCs use their name?
A lot do.
A lot of them doing it now.
do.
A
A lot of doing it now. But
Look at Eric Sermon. Like I think he was like the originator of like
he was
using
one
his
of them.
plain name.
Well, Eric Sermon, Keith Murray.
Right.
But
See,
you had
there
to be
was some.
somebody real big to do that.
You had to be
like,
tight.
use your own name, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You couldn't be you can't be like Fred Douglaston.
No.
And then just
There's a lot of people that
and
do
just
that.
be average. And just,
Exactly.
Why? Have you heard Fred Douglaston? Yeah. Well, yeah.
He's spitting fire, man. But I think it's better to use your name because, people, they know who you are.
Right,
There's no
right.
mistaking.
Right, it's no mistake. But it's traditionally, the MC thing has always been, kind of come up with something jazzy, something
For
creative.
yourself.
Yeah.
It's kind of MC this and
To
that.
fit
this-
you, to
right.
fit the person,
So when people always talk about the phase of the Lil, right? The
Oh, yeah,
Lil
the-
Wayne, little
oh,
that,
okay.
Like what's
little
going on
Durky,
now?
little this, little that. It's no different than the phase of MC this,
Yeah.
MC that.
Yeah. I was MCA once.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
stopped it because Beastie Boys.
Oh, MCA.
Right.
Okay.
There you go.
Rest in peace, MCA.
Word. But there's no difference in so those eras. Like you can't really be mad at an era for just claiming something and just continuously
Running with it.
going,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
running with it. But the Lil era is gone a while.
Yes.
I mean, a little
You don't,
flip,
I don't.
like
It's so many. It's like
a little scrappy,
Little
like
scrappy, little.
like they go, and those guys are old now. They're
Yeah.
like old G's. They're like old
they're
Lils.
not little.
right. Exactly.
So is there a
Still Lil?
is there a old like Lil Wayne? You know what I'm saying? Like that's a old thing now. That's like no, you've been around for a little minute now.
Yeah,
a
man.
little minute.
Right. Right.
But yeah, man. So man, hip hop. We're going through some interesting times right now in hip hop, man.
Man.
Is it hip hop?
Exactly.
Oh,
Is it hip hop?
Ooh, good question.
Because we were at the dawn of it. We were at when it came from,
Yeah.
like it's Genesis.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
Genesis. Dudes on the corner, just,
Basically.
basically just
Yeah.
talking, and stuff
Doing
like
it
that.
for the
And
fun of it, you
Doing
know?
for the fun of it. Basement parties,
Yeah.
and then some creative dudes got together. So, if you hook up this beat with this, and this sounds like
Exactly.
this, and it was the genesis of it. And so there was, and it was, I don't know, it was about a lifestyle.
Yeah.
And now, has that been transcended? Like, does that lifestyle no longer?
I mean,
Can we not call it hip hop now?
well, but so look at this. Then we didn't call it hip hop.
No.
It was just rap.
Rap,
It was-
yeah.
So
Right.
it became hip hop later because media got involved and called it something, and then somebody made the distinction. I don't know who, but somebody made the distinction between rap and hip hop.
Well, to be honest, what people don't know, hip hop, the term it's like dancing also.
Right.
Hip hop,
right.
So like the break dancing and stuff. So that was, that's where the hip hop come from. So,
right.
But many people attribute it to the song, the hip hop.
Yeah,
exactly. I was about to say that.
People say that that's the origin of it being called hip hop.
Right.
But then that was like b-boy.
Yeah.
Was it breakdancing? Was it? So it had a lot
graffiti.
of different phases. The graffiti. It was
graffiti,
more. It was very,
clothes,
very
right,
lifestyleish. I mean, we were a group. You remember? Do you remember?
Yeah, I do, man.
So
I do.
I tell this story all the time, and that was Will Smith at that fucking talent show. It was fucking Will Smith was performing at this. We did a talent show in Brooklyn somewhere.
Man.
Me, you, and Doc. And Darshan.
Wow, DOC.
You don't remember? Doc, where you at, Darshan? He hit me up.
Doc, peace. I hit him. I'll be talking to him.
He hit me up after he came out the army and shit and was doing, so he wanted to do some army shirts. But we had performed at a fucking talent show. And this motherfucker, I was beatboxing for you.
Yeah, man.
You were beatboxing?
Yeah, I was.
I didn't know you were beatboxing.
I was
nice.
I didn't know you were on the box.
Listen, man, I was nice. 238.
I never heard you on the box.
What?
Facts.
Oh, fuck out of here.
Killer.
The first MP.
I was nice on the beatbox until we battled, and that kid, I don't know if you remember him, Rob. He battled me in beatboxing, but me, you, we used to always table that was the origin of our shit. We was on the table. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I started beatboxing, and then I lost to that kid Rob because he had one move, and I learned it after. And he had that.
That meant a lot too back then.
I was like, what? Nigga said,
ooh, you do it good
now. I got that shit. Nigga killed me on that. I was like, I gotta learn that. I was like, how did he do that? I'm watching a nigga. And I was I went and studied that shit. I was like, never again. Wait till I see that motherfucker again. And I battled him back. I got my little spot back. Remember, we had a hole where the fire extinguisher used to be, and that's where we used to beatbox at. It was so fucking loud. I mean, it was. Those were the days, man.
Yeah, man, that's was like.
But how did we get in that talent show? What happened? We did the school talent show.
Yeah, always. We did
the 238 school talent show.
I think somebody might have told us about it or something.
And they was like, hey, because we won.
Yeah,
we won.
Yeah.
We won that shit.
We were good at what we did.
We were good. We were really good.
I know you guys were good, but. Like I said, I don't remember you being on the beatbox.
I just wish we had footage. Like, I wish if you could just bring that tape out. We probably were like little kids,
tiny,
little Alexander kids or Maze kids. I had the fucking Maze sneakers on with 2 left feet or some shit.
Doing it for the fun of it.
Yeah, man. But those were the days, man. Little Dash. I don't even remember none of the rhymes or. I don't remember any.
I remember we were called the Rhyme Relators.
Rhyme Relators.
Yeah. Always in charge. So listen to the beats because it is very large. And when I remember all of that, man. I remember all that. Remember Dorian used to dance?
Yes. Dorian, man. I seen him.
Yeah,
I see him around.
Yeah, he live in England now.
Does he?
Yeah, he live in England.
But he was ill with Shirt Kings, right? He was down with Shirt Kings. He used to do crystals and all that stuff.
Yeah, remember his family had the jewelry shop in Jamaica?
Yeah, he used to do the rhinestones and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Him, Tyson.
Yep, Tyson,
I used to see Tyson in the FUBU days, and he used to run around with them dudes, and he used to be...
Speaking of FUBU, I heard they coming back, man.
They got the 25th year anniversary with Puma.
Yeah, man.
So he signed a deal with them.
Yeah,
and,
man.
It's going strong. It's looking great.
I've been waiting for them to come back, man. I like FUBU.
But that's the thing. Like, that's what we say, and it's an interesting time in hip hop because that's considered hip hop. Like that was an evolution. That was part of a culture. I'm fortunate enough to be around those guys when they were really doing this and the escalation of it. And when it took off, it was like, I told you, motherfucker. I told you. I know those guys. They're my friends. Jay lived around the corner.
Facts.
It was like crazy. And I remember when Jay he was like, yo, y'all with Eddie F. That was when Mike had his deal with Eddie F.
Oh, okay.
So he was like, yo, you need to bring this up to Heavy. And we was like, all right, give us some so we can wear it, and then we'll just be saying it's from our friends. Around
yeah, exactly.
And they had like one package. It was like, give this to Heavy. Like I was like, okay, nigga, we wore that shit.
What about us? I was about to say.
We wore that shit. I think I still got the shirt downstairs.
Sorry,
I
Hev.
should never made it there. This can't fit Heavy D. This looked like my size. I had the hat and the shit and went up there and it was like, yo. And then when Cool J finally got on board, the shit really
co-signed it. Yeah, that was a wrap after that.
Because he had the TV show.
Yeah, and he used to wear it. Yeah, that's right.
Every day.
That's right.
Every day. And even when he did the Gap commercial,
that
really fucked people up. For us, by us, on the low. On a Gap commercial, you said FUBU in a Gap commercial.
In a Gap commercial.
Gotta love Todd for that.
Yeah, man.
But you know, Queens has some legends that have always been part of that legacy of hip hop. Like it's really just been, you know, something that we could kind of claim, and no matter what,
we had no choice. You come home and see Run DMC every day. It's like, what's up, guys? You coming off tour? Hey, I'm going to school. It's like,
right. We're going to school. I remember when L was standing out in 238. He used to come sit outside, and people, you know.
He was a jokester then. He had mad jokes, man. Jokes.
He was in your class.
Jokes.
I still have that your class picture.
Oh, you was in class with him?
I was in class with him. Yep.
Wow.
I was a classmate of his.
In 118.
118.
5th grade.
I have
Mrs.
pictures
Johnson.
with him and Miss Johnson class.
Miss Johnson, she had red palm.
Yeah. Wow, yo.
That's how crazy it is from where we from.
We had no choice, man.
No, you didn't have no choice. But what was interesting enough to see the world react to people that we saw as regular.
Right, as regular people every day. Right.
And then you had the people that were super regular where I say Todd genuinely now because of the time, but I can remember a time when it was who? Ella? Oh, we call him Todd. All the guys were like, nigga, I never called him Todd. He was LL Cool to the motherfucking J. I didn't know him as Todd.
Basically.
You know, people that claim they knew him, I was like, yo, stop it, man.
Stop
like,
it. Right,
please,
exactly.
can you stop? You don't know the guy. I don't know the guy.
Right. And I see him all the time.
I saw him all the time.
I don't know the guy.
What you say? You split a hero with him? Is that what you said? You went to the grocery store
We went to
with
Richardson's
him?
together?
Richardson's and...
I held the door. He said thanks.
Right, that's probably how it went.
Yeah, but that shit bugs me the fuck out. Like all the time where people, grew up with these, and especially when you go out of town, right? When you go out of town. Hey man, I used to live in New York. I used to live with Run DMC. Yeah.
At one point, that used to mean a lot, man.
Yeah, it did mean a lot.
You're like, you're from where?
Yeah, Hollis. Oh shit! Well,
you get the girls now. You get the hate. Now
it's fucking like, so what, motherfucker?
Yeah, basically.
I mean, there was a time like when I used to go down to Atlanta a lot. I used to go down to Atlanta with Damon. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You remember Damon? He used to hang with me all the time.
Yeah.
And he was like, he moved back. He was coming back and forth.
Okay.
Not that Damon. My friend Damon, big, chubby, used to hang with me all the time. Light skinned, everybody thought he was my brother.
I know you're talking about.
They always thought he was my brother because this guy was fucking watching baseball. Right. This guy was never around. It was like, that's your brother?
Okay, I know you're talking about.
I thought your brother was John. It's Damon. No, yeah, Damon and Roy I used to hang with. And then Lonnie and Ali.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
These are my family.
What's up with Lonnie, man?
He's great, man. He's down in Atlanta too.
Oh, he's in Atlanta. I see Ali on, doing his camera thing.
Yeah. So he, we're super tight. Okay. We've always remained tight. Like he's been like me and him, our kids. I just did some stuff for his son. His son's got a joint out called Heartbreaker.
Wow.
It's coming out. He's got an iTunes release coming soon. Videos dropping soon.
That's how you know you're getting
B, where you at? Where you at with that Heartbreaker? We're waiting for it.
I want to hear it.
He's got a cute little song. It's mature. I mean, it's innocent.
Okay.
As I say. It's innocent. You lose that now with these kids now. Everybody wants to be a fucking Xanax. Just tablet motherfuckers.
Yeah. That always kills me. Like, who wants to do something that makes you slow? Like,
I don't get it. Like, I mean, even when the scissor era and the drink and all that other shit. But then again, go back to what we said. Drink a 40. Fuck you.
Everybody had something.
We had a vice. Everybody
exactly.
had a vice. So it was.
But at least we were working in the realms of like, okay, a beer you can buy it at the store. You can't get Xanax at the store.
Get Xanax at the store.
This is true. But you can get fucking the sleep pills and all this other stupid shit that they mix with it. And so there's always been a vice, and I guess as it grows, it just grows.
Exactly.
There's nothing you can do about it. Like it's just growing, and it's growing at an alarming and phenomenal rate.
But if you think about it, these kids got to look. look who the people you getting this from. They're like going to rehab every 3 months and trying to deal with this, and you want to do it? Like, come on, man.
Well, the story definitely doesn't end any better than you could imagine. Like this kid now, as my brother, you may not know. I mean, who's the hottest topic right now in rap and hip hop is fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh no, I don't.
This fucking kid is like signing his own papers. Like he's really calling it out. God bless him. You know, we don't know him.
Definitely.
I was when I first heard the record, I was really like, wow, this is some fire.
The energy.
It felt like Onyx, what we talked about earlier. Like he's got that Fredro sticky, raspy voice.
Admitted it too.
He said it. His boy said his
he said he gets a lot from DMX too.
Yeah. So he really got that raw shit, but he's a baby. He's
21.
He's 21. And they got the whole world looking for this guy with red hair. He's a rainbow cat. He looks like the fucking Joker. Like literally.
He has teeth, rainbow.
Oh really? Rainbow teeth?
Caps.
Hair.
He's got rainbow hair.
He's I think he's Mexican. He says
Mexican, Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
What's the Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Tekashi
6ix9ine.
So the 6ix9ine has not been revealed. He says that when his album comes out, you will know what this 6ix9ine. He's got 6ix9ine tattooed over 280 times on his body and growing. It's on his face.
So you said there's a significance to 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine means something.
Allegedly, it has some significance to it. But it's interesting to follow it. Well, it's interesting. I saw and you know what everybody else says. 69 means something to us. Like
I'm like,
hey, that's what you do. Like this, you ain't talking about. You know, like a guy like Little Sean used to come out with little sexy records and shit. I can see him coming out with a name 69, but not a fucking guy like this talking about murdering and killing people and you know. So
69 is going to be a derivation of the yin yang symbol.
Well, it is.
That's
it is because
69 is going to be a derivation when you look at it and you turn it either way. It'll still look the same, regardless of what you do.
It's a yin and yang.
So that's what he's going to say. He's going to say it has something to do with some form of continuum, some form of like this is like I'm just like part of the continuum as how eternal goes for the eternal balance. Yeah, exactly, something like that.
Eternal balance, right? Yin and yang. That's a good way. That's a way to look at it. I was leading toward more the date. Because I was thinking 6ix9ine meant something to him, and he would tell us that. You know, the day his dad died. There's a story that his dad was killed. There's probably going to be something attached to that, right? There's a story that his dad was killed, like, and that changed his life.
Well, you can, but if he's as hot as what you're saying now, he can say whatever the hell it means.
He
can basically invent it.
Listen,
he can invent it. It doesn't have to mean anything.
The kid is writing his own story right now. He's just a little too boisterous for me, for my style of, you know, I don't knock it against it, but we've all seen this story go bad. We've seen this story. Like, you got people looking for this guy in every city. He's canceling shows. He's doing so, and everyone's talking about the kid, including us right now. Which you have to talk about this guy.
Yeah.
If you're gonna talk about hip hop in a space that it's in
right now.
So you got radio shows even saying, "Oh, we're gonna have him on this day." They record the day before and then they release it out, and
that's how
they scared because people are showing up with AKs for this guy. They want this. So I saw the interview, and he says, "Look at these old men chasing me. I'm a kid. Like, I'm 21 years old. Clout chasing. Like, you know, this is new terminology, but it's so interesting to see. I think it's a waste of the energy. I like the energy, but I don't like it at this forum. I don't like it at this level.
Because we know where it can go. That's why, man.
It ends really
And he's
bad.
just like, even when the guy's talking to him, like, you know, don't you think you should calm down a little? Because a lot of people will be looking for you. He's like, oh, I don't care. He's still young. It's like nobody's talking to him. Like, yo.
This thing here, this internet has what it's done is it's given you the opportunity to create a persona outside of yourself, and so you can feed it, and you can boister it, but at some point
it's going to be a point where the
rubber's going to meet road, and so this persona that you've created so that you can sell more, get more attention, get more clicks. Okay, fine, that's great, but now we can't separate that between you.
Exactly.
And you're going to have to, at some point, reconcile those two things.
Yeah, that's true. You know, man, Tony Broderick. Tony Broderick said, "Hollis crew, what up?
What up?"
A couple of people chiming in.
No doubt, that's what it is, man.
And that wasn't an issue in the past because
no, not at all.
It wasn't an issue in the past because you were who you were. You know, and you had to walk it. You had to walk it, and you had to talk it. So you couldn't hide behind a persona
at
or whatever.
all. You had to be yourself.
Know?
Whoever you were, that's who. You had to show that. That shows. You had to prove it, man.
Right. But you know, true talent itself speaks. Like when you have it, you don't have to tell people you have it, right?
You shouldn't
have.
You shouldn't have.
You really
shouldn't have
shouldn't.
to say it. So we
should
talked
know already.
earlier with the Monique thing, versus the like. Why would you like? Can we hear the show for fucking Christ's sake?
Exactly.
Like, where's the product? Like,
right.
Let people just judge you by the. I mean, I think Martin Luther King even said it. Like, judge me by my.
That's how you really
merit.
show.
Like, judge me by what I'm doing, not my character, my face or whatever. Judge me by the shit I complete.
Definitely.
But I don't know, man. I mean, it's super scary, and I'm afraid of how this story ends for that kid. But I wish him the best. I'm sure we wish him the best. He's definitely shaking the tree, if not for nothing else.
Okay.
I mean, I like that he's shaking the tree, and he's got people backpedaling. If you have hip hop legends and icons, and people saying this motherfucker doesn't deserve. You've already got their attention.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So you really shook the tree. If people like the game, who's got platinum records or whatever else, now you going in and you and I get it. The gang culture is really he's really bringing out a lot of it.
That's his problem
because he's got a big gang culture thing with it, and a lot of people that don't know that gang life or live it, it's hard for people to understand, like
to have an opinion, even understand what's going on,
right? So the guys that want. Now what you did when you shook that tree, you got all these the true LA gang guys are like, well, we need to set the record straight now.
Right.
So they're gonna prove it. They're calling out Florida, Atlanta, Texas.
What do you mean by calling out?
Calling out, saying they're not real Bloods. They're not real gang members.
Okay.
That they're waving the flag. And basically fronting. Basically like they're fronting and saying you're not part of this culture. It didn't go that global.
Yeah.
It's still in the Compton, Bompton, and those 4 or 5 blocks where they call it origination at. So this is no different than the Bronx and them saying this is where hip hop started. Keep it here.
Right.
And it went and grew legs like
exactly.
how Common said I fell in love with hip hop.
Yeah,
I miss
everybody
her.
had her.
Now everybody had her.
Right.
This is what's happened. I mean, now the gangs have got her now. You know what I'm saying? We can't get her back. She's gangbanging. You know what I'm saying?
Well, the real deal with Tekashi, his problem, when he first came out, he was like on the blue side a lot. And now when he's blown up, he's blood now. So everybody's like, wait a minute, you was acting like you were this before. Nah, that's why they don't believe him. Like, you're not really,
so
real.
Next stop's going to be Latin Kings.
He just goes so hard. Basically, even when he was on the Breakfast Club, he says he
do both. He said he bang with both.
And they're like,
wait, is that possible?
Yeah.
But see, this is what the LA guys are saying. They're like, that's not how we do this. Like, you don't get to choose today, tomorrow. It's not a wishy-washy
He goes
thing.
too hard. It's like every sentence is blood in it. Like, okay, you're blood. We get it. Okay.
Right.
We understand you say blood, but he's saying blood to Angela Yee, and they're not bloods. They're looking at him like,
what are you talking about? Like, what's this?
No, I mean,
he goes just a little too hard. You know?
It's definitely a culture that is being super exploited.
Definitely being exploited.
And the fact that you have to talk about it because what no one wants is for this shit to get real. So just recently, little Bow Wow, who we were talking about him.
Goodness.
He was caught. He got jumped or something, right? He got beat up. For talking because he said Future is whack or whatever.
Future,
right?
Right.
Now this is another rapper. Like, this is when kids used to grow up and be like, Superman's better than the Hulk. Well, fuck your Superman. The Hulk is better.
And it would
you
get
start
serious.
fighting. And you start fighting over characters.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, these people look at these rappers like they're superheroes. And they really want to fight over... Did you buy the song? Does it make you any better that you like him and he doesn't like him? So what? You don't like him.
So he got jumped by a Future fan?
Yeah. Some other guys that said, how dare you talk about Future?
Yeah.
Snuffed them.
Damn.
And
somebody that don't even know Future.
Yeah, probably not. But I don't know how they could invest themselves so much into
time
this.
and energy.
Yeah.
Like Tekashi said, don't these men have children? Do they work?
Right.
So this is where
where's this shit going?
But that's what I'm saying is the reason after I always see the interview and I start to feel a different way now because he's right. He's like, yo, I'm doing
21,
me.
I'm a 21-year-old
21-year-old kid shooting my mouth off You 40.
Right.
You really gonna chase me around? Look at he said y'all took off a day of work to go look for me in the mall.
Look for me.
like really? Am I up your skirt that bad?
Wow.
So that part I really give him a lot of respect for because I mean the fact if you're gonna put a target on yourself, then you gotta be a bad motherfucker.
You better.
Right. You better be a bad motherfucker.
But like he said, everything he puts out is number one.
Listen, he's definitely. I haven't checked charts like we used to back in the days.
Like we should.
Because when they say number one, they're saying he's number one like on iTunes. And and maybe some Billboard charts.
Yeah, he got Billboard.
He's got some Billboard charts.
Number one single.
Well, listen, that's great. You know what I'm saying? That's great because the quality of the music is great. Like he's really got some fire songs.
I hear just energy. I haven't sat and listened to the words, but I just hear a lot of energy. And these young kids, that's what they vibe off, the energy now.
Right. So
that's all it takes.
Right. So we talked about that with, like, especially speaking of Future. Future's a guy that, kind of when we say change the game, he created just a sonic vibe. So you don't really hear what he says. Right. This motherfucker says calamari Wednesday, cappuccino Tuesday, but people just hear the bounce,
energy,
right?
Man.
So you're not really listening to the guy. You know what I'm saying? You're not listening to his words. You know what I'm saying? A Kendrick, you can go in. A J. Cole for sure. You could listen and go, oh my God, this guy's talking about my first experience having sex. Like that's great. Like that's music. That's something that's really lifestyle music. Yeah. That you could grip on. It has substance to it. And that song 20 years from now will still I ain't never did this before. I ain't never did this before. This other
Yo, man, I tried because, like I said, we were young. We did things where the older people were like, "What the hell are you guys doing?" And we were like, "Just leave us be." So I understand, but you guys have to work a little more, man. Give us more to work with, please. I'm begging you.
But again, like you said, having product out is just more than talk. Like just keep putting product out so that people can consume it. Like so they
don't worry about what people are saying. Just keep pushing it out there, man.
Push product out, man. And just people enjoy it. And if you don't like it, you don't like it.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Simple as that, man.
Who's the other guy? Like Chance the Rapper, right? Chance the Rapper. You dig Chance the Rapper?
Creative.
Super creative. Never sold anything. Never.
No.
Like, gave away all his music.
Gives it all away.
Just puts it all on SoundCloud. And got a fucking Grammy.
Yeah, man.
So how do you get a Grammy on SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Like, this is unbelievable. That's unbelievable. So a guy like that, and his next project, he's supposed to be partnering with somebody, or he's supposed to team up with Ron don't know who the kid is. He's teaming up with some other rapper or whatever else. And I'm like, all right, can we get another solo project first before you do that?
Before you venture onto that,
yeah. You know what I'm saying? We're just hoping for that to happen. But this is just a different super era. And like half the guys you listen to, John, like like the Sky Zoos of the world, they're on a different paradigm of like rap. Like those guys, I don't hear. You put me on to so many guys that you listen to. On the rap side.
Right.
Like, you listen to Sky Zoo?
I never heard of him.
I like
being put on now.
I like Sky Zoo. I like Brother Ali. I
heard of Brother Ali.
Brother Ali. He's an albino guy, right? He's like a white albino guy.
He's an albino Muslim.
Albino Muslim, yeah.
I gravitate towards lyricists. I gravitate towards dudes who have a sense of poetry.
Something to say, man.
A sense of poetry to things. I was listening to this interview with Sky Zoo, and one of the things he said I thought was interesting. He thinks too many MCs spend too much time in the studio. What he likes to do is he goes in the studio. He might be in the studio for maybe 2 days, but then he gets out of the studio. He says, because what you got to do is you got to bring life into the studio. Everything can't be about what goes on in the studio. You have to be able to bring your life into the studio. And how are you going to articulate that into your work?
Music,
So he says when he finds himself in the studio for a couple days, he breaks out and he goes. He lives his life, spends time with his kids, and goes and lives his life.
Recharge, man.
To friends, go to the diner he likes to go to or whatnot, and live life and let that part of your mind sort of manifest in that, and then you bring it back into the studio.
Right.
And how does this become a piece that I'm working on?
That's true, man. You got to. You got to live your life too. Yeah, you can't just stay in the studio, man.
So it's very apropos to be talking so much rap stuff here with this guy here, but. The state of like where now, so the female side, you have this Cardi B wave, Now I can remember on episode 2, you had no idea.
I had no idea who the hell Cardi B
she was, and it all of a sudden like this Bodak
She's
Yellow,
a household name now.
and she's just like a hip hop's darling or whatever else, stripper turned rapper,
Right.
and there's a level of responsibility I guess that comes with that, but she also claims that gang culture, very much.
I didn't know that at first, but now I listen to her
when
music.
you start now, you go, these are blood shoes. This is this, this is, I guess, you know what I'm saying. But it's.
But I think she's really about that life.
No, she says
I've
it.
seen her like in footage.
No,
like,
she said it. She says it all the time. She said it when she was a stripper.
She got
like,
jumped. I seen her get jumped and all that.
Well, she said she became a stripper simply because she needed some money to get out of the situation that she was in.
That's right. Which most of them do.
Yeah, she was in an abusive relationship or whatever, and then she wanted to go to school and stuff like that, and so she hit the pole.
Yep.
Has any strippers ever paid their tuition off
with
that money?
Yo.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
You think so? You think it's really a real thing?
Listen.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Players Club is not just
That's
some
not
Players
just
Club.
an idea.
That's not
man.
just an idea.
Huh? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, man.
That would be what did it say? Would love another Queen Latifah. We would love another Queen. Yes.
Oh,
definitely. We would love a new Queen Latifah.
They're out there, man. I hear a lot of good female lyricists on the
Rhapsody.
doing anything, man.
Rhapsody.
Yeah,
tough.
basically.
She is fucking fire.
With stuff to say.
This girl, I mean, she's fucking fire. And she was on a song with Kendrick. I think she's got her own.
Oh, she did a song with
Yeah,
Kendrick?
she did. She called Power.
Wow.
Ooh, dope record.
Wow.
Dope record. She can rap. She's one of those that like, damn, she just can't catch that lane. But she was nominated. I mean, she had a nomination for a Grammy or something.
Oh,
because of a song she was on.
Man.
I think Ninth Wonder produces her. I think she's part of his.
A beast.
She's part of his camp.
Okay. Well,
she's-
a nomination is just like getting a Grammy.
Might as well,
so-
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Might as well be. But yes, you're right, Karen. We would love another Queen Latifah or somebody, a strong, powerful woman that can.
They're definitely out there, though.
They're out there, but they're in the neo soul market.
Yeah.
They're in that.
Yeah.
They can be in that neo soul market, or a lot of them underground. I mean, I like this lady named Ciroc.
Who's that?
Her name is Ciroc. She's down with Rhyme Say. It's the same group that Brother Ali is down with.
Okay.
And she can rip.
Wow,
she can rip.
man.
She did a joint with David Banner and and who else? And the Rhyme Say crew.
Romfest and them. Like Romfest is part of that.
He's a beast.
He's
Oh,
nice.
my goodness.
He's nice. He's fun.
Yeah.
He's a fun rapper.
Like, you could tell
he's a fun rapper. He's he like trips on the beat. Like, he's clumsy on the beat, but he falls in line with that big mouth. He got like a big, super wide mouth,
He's a beast, man.
Yeah, he's good. So what's her name? Ciroc?
Ciroc.
Ciroc.
S-A-R-O-C.
Oh, like Ciroc.
S-A-R-O-C. Ciroc. The goddess queen, she calls us.
The goddess queen.
Yes.
Damn.
That sounds cool, man.
But where is that platform? Like, does it like how many times can they play Cardi B without play? Like, what happened to like? Why don't these radio programmers think that they're in the capacity to change things, or they
are.
I know they are, but they seem to always have this programmed mentality. Like, you'll hear what you call it, what's his program director at High 97?
Because it's about money.
Yeah, but at
It's
some
all
point,
about the sales. They don't care about the content.
I'm asking the question, like, who's telling them that? Who's saying this is what the people want to hear?
Right.
They don't go by the request line.
No,
Remember, we used to
no.
fucking type in all
Right,
this and
right.
send faxes
Right.
and request it.
And they would have to play it.
So does that happen now? It doesn't happen now.
doubt that
There's no
very
fucking
seriously.
request line. There's no people
doubt-
emailing in saying,
No.
"Hey, play this song from a local guy."
Well,
He's
there
got
is, but it gets, as much as they might want to play it,
filtered.
they can't do it. It's like,
That's what I
You
mean.
you'll hear the same song 6-7 times in a 3-hour period. So,
And then when a new DJ comes on, I got the 5 o'clock mix, and he plays the same
same shit
mix.
over again.
man.
He just plays it. I don't get it. Like, this radio is, to me, a dying.
it is
a dying
it
media.
is a dying media.
It's a dying media. Where, as long as there'll be an internet, I mean, radio can fucking.
Well, why would so
Basically.
so to put that on? So if you're a stud up and coming artist, why would you conform to that?
Exactly. A lot of them don't.
It's a better opportunity for you to put out your own
Correct.
stuff on your own.
said earlier.
and that's what's going on now.
And I don't have to do what will. Okay, so this would give me radio hits, but you know what?
No, you know
I
what
don't
creates that? Like he just said, when the artist goes out there and puts the work in and the people see him, they're feeling him, then they create the demand. for you, and the radio has no choice. The directors, they have no choice but to play that.
Right.
So
but you have so you now have guys like Waka Flocka going after Dat Piff and SoundCloud and all this other stuff, right?
Going after SoundCloud?
Yeah, so here's the thing.
why?
Exactly. There's a platform for people to express themselves and put it. Now he's coming back and saying, oh, well, you guys are making money off selling ads and stuff like that. So why don't you give the artist some money? You know, why don't you give it to them? So where does that balance fall in line?
Because they help the artists also.
They give you the platform.
Well, they're saying they're saying this is your platform. You can do whatever you want.
Free platform, but yes, they sell ads.
Right.
They sell all the little spaces and the little pop-ups and racks, and they're going by millions of people subscribing to their thing, man. And they're going to Pepsi and saying, "You want to put a little corner ad over here?
You better get with us. We got this many people watching."
That's right.
Yeah, radio's for the older generation. You're right, DJ Black Magic. That's right. It's only if they play old shit. Only if they play the hits, the classics. Like, I remember going to LA for the first time when we were shooting DL's video, and we went out there and they were playing old records. Like, they were playing old classic to different. And every time a different DJ got on, he was the. And this is how radio was for us back in the days. Mr. Magic was the rap.
Yeah.
Right.
During the day, Frankie Crocker was the
played the R&B
and then
the old R&B. He had a smooth, smooth romantic one.
Right.
Yeah, it says somebody that focused on like maybe stuff back in the day.
Yeah.
Right. So what happened to that? This is what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
What happened to the programming part of radio where
that format,
the day, the night, the middle? Why does every host the same show?
The same show.
5 songs? Like literally 5 fucking songs. Why?
You know what? I hate to say it, but they're pressured. It's like either do this or you get fired, man.
Right.
It's because it's run by corporations.
Exactly.
It's all corporations.
As much as they might
want
to.
But why need different hosts? Like, why need different personalities? Like, does the person? Oh, it's the Angie Martinez show. Why do you need that if you're gonna play the fucking same songs?
Because
are we that into Angie?
That's what it is.
Okay.
It's like a trick. Like Angie, okay, but she's playing the same.
But she really has nothing to do with it.
She's not a DJ. She's not a VJ or DJ or a jockey.
Don't you think she has friends that are giving her songs like, yo, Angie, write this for me?
I'm sure they putting up tape in her pocket every day.
Yeah.
I'm sure fucking Nokia, her husband, the baby's father, Nokia was like, we got the new Drew Hill shit. And she's like,
what do you want me to do with that?
I can't play this
They
shit.
don't want that.
No, they don't want that. They got 5 songs. You wait till you come up next.
That's
Go
crazy.
kill somebody first. Yeah.
Ron Harper, I remember him.
Ron Harper. Oh.
I was one of the hosts on the shows.
Oh, who said that? Oh, Ron Harper. Word.
I was one of the hosts on the radio shows. Ron Harper.
But yeah, that seems to be like, if radio is gonna stay alive, if it's gonna exist, the radio show has to come back. Like, there's no radio show.
Okay.
Like a show. Like where it was, what's the guy from what's his name? Why am I drawing a blank? My man who Talk to Me.
But the guy from DC. I know you're talking about.
Petey
Green.
Oh,
Petey Green.
Okay.
Petey Green. Well, you had characters.
Wake up, goddammit.
Wake up, goddammit. But his story was nice. I mean, that's that movie that they did. I don't know how true it was. I mean, it wasn't in my time frame or whatever. But where are those hosts like that have personality? Well, even the Wolfman.
Right. Oh yeah.
Or all these people that had different characters on radio. Now it seems like it should be more because you could see it.
It's more, yeah.
You could see it.
Yeah.
So where's the animated guy with fucking looking at Big Boy, and nothing against him, but
they cut that out. Man.
We're watching his transformation of taking a lap band. Like that's what we got. And Sway with the fucking hat that comes. You got the dread wig that. Like, yo, give it up, bro. Like. Where's that host? And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against any of these guys. I like Sway, actually. I like Sway because he's topic conscious and
he's topic conscious, and he got no problem putting MCs on blast too.
Yeah, in that hot seat.
Because he'll put you in that hot seat. So I'll give you your bars, but
he'll let you know too.
Right.
Okay, so maybe he's a good exception. He's a good exception to the rule. His show or Shade 45 and Sirius and all that stuff.
He seems to have a little bit more control.
Yeah, I think so.
A lot more. That's because
it's internet.
Who's running?
But it's
who is?
I think
I don't know.
Is Eminem behind that?
Really?
The Shady 45?
That's
not Eminem.
I don't think that's him. I think that Shade 45 is Eminem. I don't know. I don't know. But it's a good question though.
I wonder.
So write it down. Shade 45.
But I think
but if you're gonna be on satellite, if you're gonna be things like on satellite and stuff like that, and those have been created too specifically because the host and the DJ all of a sudden did not have power anymore.
Exactly.
You know, so dudes left. So the Howard Sterns, they left. They would put their stuff on satellite. The other guys just left. So I'm not gonna do this on radio. I'm not gonna play this corporate dance with you.
I'm gonna just
stuff. I can go here and I got this platform in which I can do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Right.
And the only thing they care about is that people are listening.
Yeah.
And as long as I can bring you listeners, when I stop bringing you listeners, then you can tell me that I gotta change something up.
Right. Exactly.
But as long as I'm still bringing you listeners, and Sway's doing that, and Howard Stern on his things doing that on satellite, and they are the few.
Yeah.
I don't see him anymore. I mean, like, we just named all the legends like in one phrase. Like, where's the next? Like, where's the next? Like, you could say LeBron is the next biggest thing in basketball. You could say Curry is the. Where's the next? And in this medium, we don't have it. So it seems like
but the medium has changed though.
I know it's self-imploding. Right. I think it's self-imploding and morphing itself into something different, and it doesn't know what it is. It doesn't know what it is. But now you got reality stars being like, who's the next?
People who are famous because they're famous.
Yeah.
Yeah. For what? I've been waiting for watching on Housewives. Like, when are they going to build a fucking church or do something
positive,
some charity?
Right.
I asked my wife the other day. I said, "What do they do?"
Rather than drink wine and talk about this other bitch.
If they do, you won't know about it because that's not what they want us to know.
But where's the film?
Like, they want us to see them drinking wine.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
How much brunch can y'all have?
Exactly.
I mean, shit. Fucking brunch is
goddamn salads.
Yo,
and how many times can you sleep with her man?
Yeah,
and she be ratchet with this one, and this one had a baby from that one,
right.
And that one, and it's not. This is not tired. Like, they didn't do them all yet. Like, this is not. It didn't go full circle yet. Like, I'm waiting for the original reality show to come back full swing on prime time. You know what that was? Cops.
It's still on.
Cops is still longest running reality show. New ones.
I think they do a live thing.
Yeah, they do.
What? They do a live thing in which they actually have a live feed to a traffic stop or whatever.
I haven't watched Cops in a minute.
I always watch it.
I watch it in passing, like, you know, when you're trying to go to sleep or some shit. So it's always the fucking guy, like, somewhere in Florida or somewhere, it's some crazy shit.
Anytime you got a lot of explaining to do, it's a good chance you're wrong.
Yeah. Now you see what happened.
Exactly. Anytime you got to go through the history of all this other shit. Yeah. Bottom line is you threw the fucking brick through the window, right?
Basically.
Well, what happened was. When it starts with that, you know it's
exactly.
When that happened was when I first came down this way. You see that he done went down that road and he come around this way, and then his brother, his brother knows my wife, and my wife they work together.
Yeah.
Well, what the fuck does that have to do? Why he threw the brick in the guy's window?
That's right.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all, man. But it's so interesting to see the evolution of it, and I think what the older generation always looks to the younger to say is, I mean, can you keep a little of the real stuff that was
like that we worked so hard to
Yeah. It's like Kool-Aid, right? When you make Kool-Aid back in the days, I was always told that you never finish it always. You leave a little bit of it in there.
Yeah,
to make the next one. You can't.
You start it
right. So you got to start it with the right way. So you can't
that's
just.
A good way to put it.
That's what they need to do. They need to leave a little something in the pot before you. It's a marination.
Every generation has a responsibility. Like when you come out, you have a responsibility to hip hop. You could do you, but you have to have some type of something.
You got to revivify the culture and give it sight so that it
survive
can
and
survive
keep thriving. Man. It's like they just don't care now. At the bottom of the bowl, the barrel, they don't care. Like
we're gonna rap till it's
going
over.
after this anyway.
Yeah, after my record is over, no more people. But
no more hip hop.
But there are a lot of people like that in the industry that listen, we've done live shows and we come from that era. The fucked up guy is the guy that smashes the mic down.
Yeah.
No one else can rap no more.
None of us can rap. Wait a minute. That's true, man.
The fucking show is over.
Damn, dude, you went second. Shit.
Right. Second guy smashes the mic and it's like, you hear that.
It's over.
Okay, everyone. Good night.
Oh, no.
Fucking mic is broken.
He might get beat up.
This is what I'm saying. Like, that's what these guys are doing. They're smashing the mic and walking away and saying, "Fuck this. I'm streaming now. I'm not into this. I'm not a rapper."
I got my followers.
Yeah.
Well, can you go to shows now?
Yeah.
Can you go like
you can go to shows.
Like do you know where you would go if you wanted to see if you
a certain
said,
group?
Well, like if you said I want to go to this place. I want to hear something new or something.
They have
showcases
showcases like that. They have showcases like that.
Yeah, there's tons of showcases around, like, especially Brooklyn. I mean, Brooklyn is full of them.
Right.
You go to Brooklyn, but
Brooklyn.
Listen,
is full of
But that used to be the genesis as to how you discovered new music.
Yeah, new artists.
You would have to go to these particular spots and walk around and see this other dude, and then you would come back to your brother and say, "Yo, did you? Yo, we
that was the Lyricist Lounge back in the days.
Right? Lyricist Lounge and places like that.
that.
You would go back and see that. Now we're kind of like doing it in reverse. Like you're kind of like seeing somebody's profile, or you're kind of like seeing somebody, or you're hearing somebody through the internet, or maybe even on a YouTube channel, and now you're looking for them, and you're finding them. Oh, these are those dudes.
Then
that
you're getting to know them, yeah.
Right.
Instead of going and seeing them live,
Instead of finding them first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever discovered. Eminem was kind of like a discovery, like at Lyricist Lounge. That's why I keep bringing that up. It was one.
Oh, he rocked there too.
Yeah, that's the day
Everybody
Mike, Pat,
rocked
and
there.
Storm got signed by Vigilante Records to do the 4x6 album. Was Eminem was there.
Wow.
And they brought this kid out, and I was like, okay, Eminem, what is Candy?
Yeah,
What is-
basically.
And this white boy got up there, rappers, happens. Happens. What the horse shit, horses. I was like, what the fuck
This
is
kid is
this?
nice.
What is
Yeah,
this?
man.
And he was just. It's just all flow. Like I had no idea what the fuck he said.
Just rap everywhere.
And we were sitting there going like, wow, wow, okay, Eminem. And everybody had already heard of him. We didn't hear. We some Henderson niggas. We just sitting there like, we would fucking smoke weed and be in a red light room and yo, you heard this shit? Like, we think it's the first time. Yo, this guy named Martin Luther King was
Word,
bro.
word.
Like, nigga, everybody know Martin. Like. It's not new, But we was in a cave, man. We just smoked our asses off and just thought we were just creative. You know what I'm saying? But
But you know what? I thought about what you said earlier. You know, it's these rappers stay in the cave. You know why? Because the thing is, you don't want to listen to all these other rappers while you're creating your thing, because you don't want it to.
Is it getting away?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want to stay there. So that's one of the things. Like I watched. Did you see the thing with Defiant Ones?
yes.
And that was one of the things that the guy said. What's the white guy from Aftermath? Not Aftermath, Interscope. The guy who runs the label. Jimmy Iovine. He said that. He said, I tell these new artists, if you wanna be original, don't listen to anybody else. Stay in your lane and keep doing you. That's what he told Eminem. Don't listen to nobody, because it can kind of throw you off,
Right.
Like now, I don't listen. It's hard to listen to him. I don't know who's who. Like he says, the little this and little that.
Yeah.
Everybody sound the same. So if I hear some originality in that, that's what I'll pay attention to.
Can you listen to your stuff?
Definitely.
Can you listen to your stuff and say, I can, maybe tighten this up?
Yeah,
maybe
I always
just as
critique
critical
I have to be, especially now that the times have changed. I have no choice. I have to get my daughter and son and be like, yo, listen to this. You like this?
Yeah.
And if whatever they say, I'll be like, okay, I'll take that critique and I'll work on my stuff.
Right.
But I'm not too good for that. No, definitely not.
No, but listen, that happens. I mean, each generation, and to see the bad part about when you in your zone like that and you pop your head up.
You have to sometimes.
You have to pop your head up every now and then, because
to know what's going on.
So what happens to a lot of people is every lawsuit that I've ever seen or heard, they always say, I was in the dungeon for 20 years and I never looked up. I don't know what that song is, but you sound like it. So somehow you've embodied it from something. So there's a comparable negligence or whatever. Okay. I'm maybe saying it wrong, like a drunk person. Comparable negligence or something.
Sounds
you just not knowing is not good enough.
No, you gotta
being ignorant is not enough. Like you have to be like cognizant. You're alive. You're in the world. You're supposed to know. You're supposed to know certain things. That's fucking Marvin Gaye's song you took.
But what is what is the legality of that though? So what is like how can you say that, okay, well, this might be like something, but because it emulates something to a certain degree, that I am now responsible for, like saying that I ripped off his stuff.
Royalties.
Okay, I'll tell you right now, Cardi B.
Yeah.
Bodak Yellow. I always heard her song.
Right.
But then I saw something that says, yo, she got that from
Kodak
Black. And I said, let me listen
and he
to
got
the
paid
song.
for it, too.
And I listened to it, and I said, what she say? She says it.
Part of me.
He does that same type of style, but he was just going slower.
Right.
And she just took it and ran with it.
It's the same song. Same fucking song. And he got paid for it, too.
I'm sure he did.
No, he was paid for it. And
he was paid for it.
We met some guys that were in his camp, and they were talking. People name dropping. My man. Oh, yo, everybody's your man.
Right.
Not you. But your man knows the guy. The guy that knows the guy.
That's right. Okay.
Well, this guy is fucking famous. The guy is always famous, man. He's always the guy. No, but everybody's always pitching in and saying. But you're right. There's nothing wrong with. This is another a constant battle in the music industry about writing and performing. Okay. So there's always Word is Bond. You seen it? You seen the documentary? Mm-hmm. Word is Bond.
Yeah,
Nas produced it.
Mm-hmm.
Dope fucking documentary. It's on Showtime.
What?
It's on Showtime, and you can get it. It's on demand. You can get it anytime you want. It's everybody from
it's a lot of
from Jadakiss to, and it talks about that. That's really the topic of: is it okay to be a writer and a performer, but the wordsmith got to be, you can't. And so they're always saying like how you can't say it like, yo, I killed 2 niggas and I did this if you didn't do it. So if the guy who wrote it and you're saying his stuff, if it's personified, like if it's
sounds like
if it's talking about yourself in the first person and it's written by someone else, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's right.
But if it's an esoteric song, the trees and the flowers and the bees and the birds, these are my words. That's cool. That's okay to do. That's okay to perform.
Right.
So, like we talked about this before with Vanilla Ice. We went to a show. He was a thing I put on in October down in Atlanta, and Vanilla Ice was one of the guests, and he performed a bunch of cover songs.
Wow.
He performed Genuine's Pony.
Wow.
And we're like, wait, come on in. I'm like, all right. I thought he was going when he was gonna come in. He was gonna come in with some new shit. This nigga sang Genuine whole song.
Wow.
And did the come on in. He was grinding and said, "Come on, get nasty." He's singing the song,
and the crowd loved it.
And they loved it. It's Genuine. He's just singing. Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Blew me away.
Yeah.
And Tone Loc did next year.
Okay.
And Tone Loc sang a bunch of. I got the shit on live stream.
Wow.
He sang a bunch of Snoop Dogg shit. It's so much drama on a LBC, kind of hard being LOC to me. Right. So that's not wrong in a show when you want people to showmanship. So when we said before where somebody came on and did Prince was at my party.
Right. Party got busy. Everybody loved Prince.
It was questionable because it's like, yo, not too many people can do it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right. So if you're gonna do a icon guy or somebody like,
you gotta be careful.
You gotta be careful, man. Like you can't really just go out there and just say it. Just
what happens on all these like contestant shows when all of a sudden you hear somebody's like starting to do a Whitney Houston song, or they want to do the Jennifer Holiday thing. And the knee jerk reaction is all like, hey,
do it good.
Hey, you can't. This can't be a half-ass thing. Man. You can't do all right.
You gotta bring it home.
You gotta bring this.
Man.
You gotta bring this shit.
Yeah, man.
You're gonna do Etta James at last, or you're gonna do some classic shit. Like you better rip it. Like this. Okay, so
she got to be able to hear it herself. And like, yo,
that's a long distance call.
Well, man.
But like on the what was it, the Oscars or Grammy? Who fucking sang Fergie?
Yeah.
She sang the anthem and flipped it
out and jacked it up.
Oh, it was at the All-Star game.
It was All-Star game.
Drunk, man. She was definitely drunk.
I don't think she was drunk. I think she was
she
just trying to swing
it. She said she was trying to swing something new.
Yeah.
It sounded terrible.
Supposed to rehearse that.
Yeah, that shit was like
supposed to rehearse.
Okay.
That. Please tell me y'all seen the Carl Lewis. National. You've never seen that?
Home of the free.
Dude, please.
Carl Lewis? Oh, they said he was the worst.
He was the worst.
He was the absolute worst during an NBA game. He just
he went into his own rendition of it.
There was obviously a bunch of YouTubes on the worst anthems. If you YouTube it, it's fucking. We watched it for like an hour straight.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis.
Why did they even allow him to do it?
Like who?
Right.
Yeah.
You know somebody got fired over that.
And he even in the middle, he kind of like lost his way, and he was like, "I'm with you now. Hold on now."
Yes, yeah.
I'll get it right.
That's the next thing he did.
This is gonna be. Oh man, I'm coming back.
So give me time to get it back now. Hold on now. Let me get it back.
And that
we're like, man, let's just finish this shit. And the players were laughing on the sideline.
Wow.
Greasier than Jermaine Jackson, boy. That motherfucker greasy as shit. He was up there like, yeah, in the home. Free.
Another steroid dude.
Was he? Yeah. Oh, he was guilty.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, he was
definitely.
guilty.
Yeah.
And the thing is, he lambasted who was that other guy that he ran against? The Canadian guy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know you're talking
Canadian
about.
guy he lost to. But he got busted and he threw him under the bus.
Yeah.
But then it came out, so well, you
doing it
shit.
too. Exactly.
Well, I got it from Rick James.
But his helping beat me though.
Yeah.
Right.
His helping beat me. You know, that's so crazy. Like, you said you didn't see it, the Roxanne story.
Oh, I'm dying to see that.
I want to see that.
man.
Though, yes.
I watched it.
That's another one that had like a bunch of names. Like there was Roxanne Shante, there was the real Roxanne. There was God, it was like two.
So
two
glad
more.
she clarified it. Like she clarified it in the interviews.
Oh, she did?
Yes, she clarified it.
She was like the first battle rapper, man.
Dude, she was that. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what any of the commentary says. It was dope. It was dope to watch, and I was proud that she was involved with it. Like
Yeah.
that's what made it more to me a little appealing that she was involved with it. It wasn't like somebody just decided to take this story and run with it,
Like
and,
the Michelle A.
and give
story?
her right. Let me just find somebody with a crazy voice. That's why she always used to get beat up all the time. Man. That fucking voice, man.
Just shut up. Just stop. Stop talking. No, stop.
Dre was like, sing it one time and get it right.
Let's get out of here, goddammit. Just please, just kill me, but just stop talking to me, please.
Nothing against domestic violence or anything like that. I mean, I'm not promoting that, but man, what a way to fucking piss somebody off with that fucking voice.
Imagine that.
Sings beautiful.
Yeah,
Just keep singing.
Just don't talk.
Just don't talk. Just sing. But she had babies from Dr. Dre.
Yeah, she was all
Suge.
over the place.
She had
yeah,
a kid
man.
from every one of them.
really?
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, she has a kid from Suge. She has a kid from Dre.
Wow.
She has a kid from who else? A couple of guys.
There's a rumor she was messing with Tupac too, but who knows?
Well, that was a Yo-Yo. They said Yo-Yo's daughter.
Oh, yeah, Yo-Yo.
could very well be Pac's daughter.
Oh, wow.
And she's never said no, but she's never said yes either. And the timing was right.
She probably don't want to be all in the,
She said it's to protect her. Like
wow.
She actually said she's protecting her daughter.
Yeah, because they would be
child,
all over
right.
her.
And whether she is or isn't, that's no one's business.
Exactly.
So
I was
she's
about to
saying,
say
I
that.
don't want my daughter in that
In
light
that-
unless
yeah.
she decides somehow.
That's on her own.
Whatever.
She wants-
Right. She has
yeah.
to figure that out or whatever. I may be mistaking the word. I don't.
Could you imagine though? Tupac has a kid. Oh,
That's I mean, good for her though. I mean, that's
Yeah.
the thing. I mean, if it really is a genuine attempt to just say no, we just she needs to live her life.
Live her
and then
life.
if
Give
she
her her
makes the
choice.
decision to
Yeah,
do those
man.
things,
Right,
then
we'll respect-
obviously go
we just
ahead.
respect
As opposed to
her
her
privacy.
like trying to say, well, where's
Throwing it
mine?
out.
Yeah.
Where's mine?
Yeah.
I got Tupac C.
Yeah. I need that publishing.
I had sex with him.
That's
I
right.
need money for that.
Me too.
That's
Join the
it,
Me
that's
Too
right.
movement.
Me too.
Me too. Now Ashanti just jumped on the Me Too movement.
She did.
What?
Yeah.
Who touched her?
Everybody. Yeah.
Nelly.
Yeah, she's jumping on the Me Too movement. I saw it in the newspaper. I didn't read the article, but she jumped on the Me Too movement too
yeah.
and said she was abused, this and that. Meanwhile, she's been trying to put a new album out for
For a
Something
dozen
coming.
years.
She dropped it. It's a dud.
She's giving lap dances on stage.
It's a
man.
dud. She
got him lined up on stage. I swear.
Oh,
It's
my
like,
God.
is she singing or I don't get it, man.
I don't know. She's
What these
trying to-
artists do, man.
Well, Janet Jackson did that. I was at that concert, and that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was.
She tied a motherfucker up on stage. You, come here. Me? Everybody in the car. Now she's talking to me. You get on stage. Tied,
You be
tied with that
scared.
velvet rope shit? The
Yeah,
velvet
she
rope
was
shit?
freaky
She
on
killed
that.
that shit. Put a motherfucker on stage, motherfucker.
Sad to say.
Rihanna does that too, though.
Does she?
Oh, does she?
That could be. Rihanna scares me.
Yeah, me too.
She's scary. Like I don't know. She's scary.
I truly believe she'll carry a blade. There's no saying that might end well for the dude on stage.
Yeah, she's
Because
scary.
I have a feeling she will cut him off.
Yeah.
She
After
scares
what happened
me.
with Chris Brown, I'm sure.
She's scary. She's scary to me. But yeah, definitely Roxanne is a dope piece of
history
of work that got into it. I'm happy to see Netflix really jump in bed with this medium and transportation of really promoting people. But you know who produced that was Pharrell, Forrest Whitaker, and the girl I forgot her name. Another girl that was involved with that. I guess they put up the bread. You know what I'm saying? They must have put up the bread.
Yeah,
but that's what they mostly do. They usually just provide the finance.
Yeah, and I heard it was like done in like eight weeks, like 8-9 weeks. Like they did. I heard it was really quick. Like the girl who they found her, they was like, "This is it, one take Drake." Like she just shoot. You know,
that's cool.
It's not hard to do. You know what I'm saying? The storyline, you know,
it's gonna be great. Like as we see these dudes who are now extremely established. Mm-hmm. Now all of a sudden getting the opportunity to tell these stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That we hear rumblings about.
Exactly.
You know, but now all of a sudden this gets to be a commodity in which you can put some money behind it, research behind it, and start putting the people together, and all of a sudden presenting it as a part as a
body of work,
as a body of work. You know what I mean? And as dudes like Nas is producing stuff. And, As all these dudes who are in there, who know all these things, now all of a sudden they can put their reputation behind the production of something else. That's going to be fascinating as we start seeing, as hip hop now is older.
Yeah, exactly.
As it's older, do you have the old time hip hop concert? I don't know. I think Jay-Z wants to be the first, he talks about being the first Sinatra hip hop, doing all the old cuts and stuff like that when he's 55, 60 years old.
Yeah,
I see him like that already.
As we get to that,
luck be
dude,
this is what I have. Exactly. Right. This is what I have a problem with the young people acting like hip hop has an age. Like just because it's young doesn't mean it can't grow old. Like they're already giving it a lifespan.
Right.
When it began and never,
it's the largest selling genre of music right now.
Yeah, and it's not gonna end. So what makes you think you won't have a Jay-Z at 60 performing songs?
As long as the music's cool,
right? And you have as he grows, there's going to be new technology available to him.
Right.
So there's going to be waterfalls and light shows and fucking like Disney
holograms
type
shit.
And shit. Yeah, all that kind of stuff is going to be available for a 60-year-old Jay-Z to have a phenomenal show. That will blow people away because no one else could afford to do that. You know what I'm saying? And then if he's smart, he'll usher in some newer, younger,
artists,
fresher, today's people, some today's dance, some stuff like that. But I always like, I think the split of the showmanship versus, like real shows with pyro and all, you can overdo that so much. But when you get a guy like Kendrick, when he did the I think it was the All-Star game.
He did the halftime of the
halftime show,
the college championship.
College NCAA.
Yes, which was new. We had a problem with that.
We had a problem with it,
but
it was dope.
It was dope.
It was dope. We wish it was more. We said it before. We wish that it was more college. It should have been college bands performing his songs.
Okay, I got
that would have been fucking
hot.
If you would have had a college band, whatever.
Playing with him or
playing his records, he could have did. I mean, he did the whole Black Panther.
What?
Yeah, he did the whole.
Oh yeah. I like that song.
He did all of those songs that led up to the Black Panther, which then it became the Black Panther preview.
Got you.
It went right into it.
So that's what that was about.
So it worked. But having a college band would have been really
behind them with
the
hot instruments.
Yeah, because that was what we all know college to be, like those games,
especially at the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come on, but super interesting, super interesting. I mean, the format and the flow of what's happening today. It still amazes me how Tidal can do what they're doing. Okay, and what I mean by that is, if you don't have an account and you don't have the password,
you can't.
You jacked out, bro. Like I can't. I didn't think he was going to be able to hold it this long. When the cat's out the bag, everyone's going to get the password. Everybody's going to find a crack to it. Everybody's going to try to get into it and get the free version. There's no free version of Tidal. There's no chill, listen to it for 7 days. You sign up or not.
Time. Yeah.
And that's got to be the most phenomenal thing in this. So when we talk about like the new form of media, like you're actually witnessing it. And if you're not one of the people with the account, you don't know what it's like. you don't know what that experience is because you don't have it.
Exactly.
I talk to people all the time. I don't have a Tidal account, and people are like, I love it. It's a fucking, I get what I want, and
and that's it.
And that's
I'm
it.
satisfied.
I'm satisfied, and I like this shit. But they're force fed a genre of material that is available to them because they're so. It gives people this thing like I'm exclusive. I'm part of this club. I'm with Jay-Z's club. I'm in the 40-40. Remember 40-40 club was the biggest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, you can't get into it. I could get into it. You can't get into it. Right. I was at the 40-40 with so-and-so. Really? How'd you get in? I know people. I know the guy.
The guy.
The guy.
Everybody knows the guy. I know a guy.
Everybody knows the guy.
I know a guy.
He's unseen.
He's unseen. He's everywhere though. But yeah, that exclusivity. So I'm shocked that no one's tried to duplicate that. Like no one's tried to come up with their brand, or does anyone have enough power to do it? I mean, Diddy's got like the Revolt thing,
right?
But that's not that exclusive because a week later it comes out on fucking, it comes out on YouTube and they push it and they flood it out. And
I watch Revolt sometimes.
Yeah, I watch it. I watch it. I mean,
Club show and stuff.
But at some point there was a time where when I used to watch Revolt and remember Diddy took it over or whatever else. Revolt was like MTV. They played videos.
Videos,
So I was watching it for that, and all of a sudden there was more content. Content was coming on to it. All of a sudden, then there was talk shows on it, and then it was like, wait a minute, what the fuck? What happened to the video? Like, there was no place to watch video because MTV don't show videos. BET do they show videos anymore?
MTV2 plays videos.
You gotta watch it on YouTube now. Now you just call it up, right? You just Vimo, and you call up your own video and find out. And a lot of fan made material is out too. Like people are making their own videos,
making their own stuff, and
putting your song on it, and like, wow, is that that's not the fucking video.
you know what's huge on YouTube as far as music? People doing their own covers of songs.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So I've seen that.
People doing like their own like drum cover of this particular song, or people doing an acoustic version of this song.
I got you.
Or
that's
whatever.
dope, though.
And there's like a just I mean I looked it up because I was looking up something, and then I just started looking through all these.
That's kind of cool though.
All different.
That's like the girl with the violin that plays
all genres of music.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Like all genres of music is hip hop, country, rock. Everybody doing like different versions of all this music and putting out there. I guess there's for whatever reason there's no copyright infringement or whatever if you're putting it on a channel because you're doing your version of somebody else's song who you are crediting.
Exactly.
You're crediting their song.
Yeah.
You're saying, hey, this is the Foo Fighters, blah blah blah. This is a song.
Yeah,
my version.
My version of it. And dudes are getting like hundreds of thousands of hits on their channels for it.
I mean, that's what it is now.
Because that's talent,
right? It's all about these hits, likes, and non-likes, and whatever else. I mean, there's people going through emotional.
Because of the likes.
Because of likes.
This is fucking insane.
I didn't get enough likes.
I mean,
I got a friend who he got into a maybe I shouldn't say this, but this is fucking.
Well, just don't say his name.
Got into a fight with his wife because none of his friends
liked something.
Wished her a happy birthday on Facebook.
Oh my goodness.
That's fucked up.
Oh my goodness.
So she said, that's what he said. He could be.
Yeah,
exaggerating
stuff like that.
Well, I mean, we have a friend of mine, Don. He's supposed to come on the show. We've been trying to get him on him. He's the good therapist. But I told him, I said, you got to change
He's
that.
He's a therapist?
Yeah, Don Sinkfield. But I don't like the way he spells his name. If you write the word good therapist, it looks like good the rapist. Like it just looks weird.
I can see that.
And I'm like, dude, like put a something
underscore.
Yeah,
therapist.
Like how about good counselor?
It's about therapist, the rapist. It just freaks me out every time I see it. And I go, I don't want the rapist.
No.
But he's a mental health profession.
Okay.
And in the hood, like and he's got an office right here. And well, he had. I don't know if he still has it. But he said the fucking 90% of his fucking clients are all fucking social media related. That they breaking up over likes and they're divorcing because you looking at this girl, you commenting on hers, but you won't comment on mine. You won't do this. It's 90% of his customers. They're going through divorce. First of all,
this is your girl you see every day.
Right.
So.
Yeah. They've said the same endorphin rush or dopamine response you get when you see a like or somebody on your picture is the same that you get when you're like, like when you're talking to a friend that you like, or when you take a sip of alcohol. There's an addictive quality to it.
It is. From the moment they go to sleep and wake up, let me check my phone.
Right. Right. It becomes a rush, and then all of a sudden you become like addicted to that.
So
rush.
if you don't get enough likes, your day's gonna go just the worst.
Just the worst for you. That shitty day. I only got 19 likes. Remember that there was this thing going on where like you would post you would post something about you want Jesus to help you do something.
Oh yeah.
And it would come true if you got like 100 likes or whatever.
Listen, man.
Like you would post a picture like
copy and paste it and
copy and paste this, and if you get 100 likes,
I hate those.
Me too.
And somebody
I won't respond to you.
Somebody put something on which I thought was hilarious, and it was it's Jesus at a laptop.
Oh my!
And
goodness.
saying, damn it, only 88 likes. Now I gotta kill that girl with cancer.
It's not gonna happen, man. Like I really don't think the guy in the white suit is watching how many likes.
I don't think that matters.
I don't think that matters, man. Listen, I don't know what's in the. Do you guys do this? Do you forward those things? Do you copy and paste them and say send them to 15 people?
I tell people don't send them to me. Like
I say it all the time. I'm like, please.
The silly
don't.
ones, no. Like a news article. Like I read like news articles, and if I see a news article that I think is interesting,
that's different.
I'll check it out. Yeah.
Sharing something that's interesting is different than sharing something and telling people if you don't send this to 15 people, something bad's gonna happen to you. That's fucking voodoo.
I sent this to 5 people, and one of them was able to pay off his house, and the other one kids got to the college that they wanted to go to. Send this to other people.
This is insane. Listen, these people who do this, if you're one of them, take me off your list.
Knock it off.
I'm never gonna send to 5 or 10 people or 2 other people. If I like you, I like you. If I love you, I love you.
Right.
And you can call me and say, yo, bro, I was just thinking about you. I did that to Tone, Legal, Anthony.
Okay.
Ballard. I just called him in the blue. I was like, bro, I don't know. I was thinking about you, and I want to know how you're doing.
That's how it's supposed to be.
And he was like, I'm good, bro. You all right? I was like, I'm having a moment in here, but I thought about you. There wasn't no social media thing or nothing. I was like, yo, I got to call you. Like, I need to hear if you're okay. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I hope it was something good he was thinking about. Maybe something good's going to happen.
I always tell people I had likes before social media, so that don't
I
look
mean,
for like,
pretty much. I mean, listen, in my shirt business, that's different. We sell a product, we sell a commerce, and we like how people respond to the product.
Yeah.
That's different. That's commerce. And that's business.
That's
right.
right.
So if you walk past a store and you go, hey, I like those guys, and you wave to a guy, that's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Hey,
showing your appreciation.
He's walking. Oh, I just came to see, what do you guys sell here? Right. Really? Oh, okay. I'll be back. I like you guys.
Business, right?
That's a like.
Yeah.
So there's
that's
no
all
difference. So in the store, in my T-shirt store or streetequities.com or wherever else, and you go on, or somebody says, yo, I like that shirt, or it was dope, and who made you? That's where I live for that. But I don't. Oh, I didn't get enough likes on this shirt. Somebody hit me the other day and was like, "Yo, you still making shirts?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, you ain't posted nothing in a while. I haven't seen that. Like, you just waiting for the next post." I was like, all right, damn.
There's fans like
There's
they
people
won't
that do that.
Oh man. Oh, you ever see this? I know they'll say because you can see who viewed your thing. But they don't have to like it. So they'll say, oh, people are viewing it, but they're not liking it.
Okay, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Okay,
we see it on our page.
We
see it on our page.
Yeah, we see that all the time.
People view it. It says, okay.
But some people get upset. Like, I see them getting views when no one's liking it.
Listen, those retweets or people... You could comment on my stuff, but won't like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, really? So what?
What? Be happy someone's looking.
They saw it. I mean... This culture is weird. This whole
weird,
thing, because my thing is, what happens when they shut it off? Like, what?
We're gonna have mass suicides. People can't relate. It's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy.
At my office at work, when the internet is down, everybody's like,
don't know
we
what
gotta
to
go
do.
home. We gotta go home.
My
they go home.
goodness.
We'll take the rest of the day off. You think it'll be up before 3 o'clock? Because I'm gonna leave at 3 if it's not up. And I'm
they want to get back to the internet at home, huh?
I'm like, wait, what? No, because like most of our job is tethered to the internet. Like
you got to use it.
You're on websites. Everything's cloud based. A lot of it is you are kind of dysfunctional when you don't have a connection. Okay. So it is somewhat of a just like when you came here, you had to get on the Wi-Fi. You had to be connected.
You have to have it
in order to have a conversation with somebody about something. So there is a society that lives within us that is connected we're just so over connected. Like we're just so connected that we're not connected.
Right.
And that's what I'm always afraid of. I'm always afraid of that moment when the button goes off and it goes, so I guess we got to talk to each other, huh?
Right. Yeah, most of us not gonna know what to do.
We're from that era, so it ain't gonna kill us.
I know it's not gonna kill us.
People not gonna know what to do. Like those two girls we saw in the bar, who were taking pictures. We were in this bar. We were in this bar drinking, and there were these two girls taking pictures of each other, enjoying themselves at the bar.
Okay.
So we asked the question: why not just enjoy yourself at the goddamn bar?
And that's it.
Why do you need to Why does this need to be documented as like a real thing?
Like it's made up.
Right. Like who? We're enjoying. We just.
But when I asked her, I did ask her. You saw me go. I asked her, and she had a real camera, which had real film in it.
Oh.
And she's a film student.
Oh.
So she was saying.
So it was part of a project.
Yeah. She said, "I'm trying to capture some real stuff, and this is a great place." And
to do it, people are getting drunk, so they're gonna.
She was just capturing real things. I mean, she was a young kid, 22, I think she was, or whatever else. So she had an excuse. She wasn't just doing, and she was using a real. So I asked her, I said, "Where did you fucking develop this? Like, there's no more develop." She said, "No, I got a dark room at the school."
But you can do that with the real people, though. You don't necessarily need to do that with your stand-in friend.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, but I guess it's kind of creepy, right? I can't just take pictures of you, She had a real fucking camera. We heard
Understood.
The clicking on.
Yeah, she was reeling it back.
Forward and film.
So we were like, wait a minute, that sounded like a real camera.
Right, I heard a click.
We heard a click and said, and it.
Wow.
She was reeling it back, and I said, "Is that a real camera?" And she was like, "Yes, I'm a film student at NYU." And
wow.
Blah blah blah. She was kind of. I was like, "All right, I get it." And she was like, we're experimenting with real film. Like this is a thing. This is an experiment with real film. And I was like, "Where do you get this?" She said, "No, at the school we have a dark room and stuff." I was like, "That's fucking cool." To me, that's exciting. Because there's an art that fell away. I had film class in 238 or Mr. Mead or whatever. Multimedia. And it was the best thing ever. Going to fucking dark room and soaking the shit in solvent and fucking changing the thing out of the bag and learning how to do it. That's no one can do that now. There's no one can develop a picture now. There's no kid. Hey, can you develop these? Can you go get some solvent and put it in the fucking,
That's actually a big thing now when people when people record to do it actually on actual film and tape.
Right.
Like some people actually still put their I mean this band out like the Foo Fighters. They record their stuff. When they record their stuff, they record a version on tape. Actually record on tape.
That's dope.
So that they have it take because they want to hear that sound and they want to hear some of the imperfections that happen and whatnot.
Yeah, that
without being mixed and all that.
It was like that. My brother-in-law, when he filmed the movie, we were talking about King of Paper Chasing. I mean, he was such adamant about using film, and as expensive as it was, he just had to have that movie. If you see it, is shot in 2007 or 6 or whatever it was, and didn't get released till 2010. But he shot it on film, on real 35mm film. It was expensive as shit, and the cans are in my garage right now. There's cans of film downstairs. Super impressive, it didn't really hit me until later. And then when you saw these new cameras, and I'm like, that just looks too fucking clean. Like, when you see these camcorder looking, and I guess
the HD look,
more 4K, and I was like, I don't want it to look that real.
That's too much. I need some rawness.
I like the grit,
Like
the
which is why people like
vinyl. People go back to vinyl.
I love people
going back
sound.
to vinyl. It's actually circumventing. Nobody's doing CDs anymore. You're either doing digital or you're doing vinyl.
So in Toronto, there's some big project up there. They have a couple of clubs there that are only vinyl.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, and they will not allow anybody to come in with a thumb drive.
That. Nope.
No Serato.
Don't come in your laptop.
Nope. It's you have to bring records. You have to bring a bag. You could play. There's a setup up there. Needles. It's
mixer.
2 meters in the mixer. And
You'd be
the
surprised.
DJs are coming with their little knapsacks, and they got their own records, and it's fucking great. Like it's a cool fucking thing because it's it is bringing back the schlepping of carrying records. Man. And so now they have these new. I don't know if you've seen them, like these new backpacks that are for
made
vinyl.
for that, yeah.
They're made
Made
for
the back carry vinyl?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
carry like 50 records in a
Nice.
knapsack that with flipping like the old CD flipper. They showed this knapsack expandable shit with 50 vinyl albums in there. DJs are carrying these. It's become a new culture. Like the technology gave it something back.
Yeah.
So I like when that's embraced. That's really something special. Like you can't. That's dope. Like if you
Do with
play
their vinyl, with their records, with markings on their records and whatnot.
that crispy crunch is just unwavering. Like you can't get that. You can't. You know when you hit like Premiere would put that in his fucking samples.
Now
you hear that.
he still, man.
He still does, yeah. I would love to look at to see his like vault. Like to see like what it looks like. I saw like
goodness.
Questlove did a thing and they let you like down into where his
all
his
layer.
lair.
where all his layer, what all his things are, and it's
He probably has like 100 different picks. I always think he has one pick. He probably has
So many
He probably got an
different.
assortment of the pick. There's
probably yeah.
the fist picks.
But there's just like I mean, it looks like millions of
man.
records.
I
and
can imagine.
he's cataloged them. He knows where everyone is. Like if you ask him, well, do you have that? He'll go right to that
right
spot.
here.
And,
Wow.
Eddie F was like that, and
Oh, yeah?
and Spunk Bigger was like that. They were untouchable. Spunk Bigger produced a lot of records for Mike, and Spunk was with his vinyl. I mean, he was in his attic, and it was like, oh,
Wow.
I got that Stephanie Mills joint, and he's looking at spines, and he's like, oh, this is it.
Just
like,
from that.
and he could see it. I'm like, damn, man, how the fuck? And he pull that shit out, and he be like, "Yo, leave it." He turned them sideways. Everybody, all the DJs had a way. You
So
turn
the
it
whole-
sideways.
yeah.
So when you finish with it, you put it
Go
back.
right back in, yeah.
You put it back. Like, gotta put your shit back, man.
Yeah, man.
But that art, man, is just it's dying, and now you have kids that are part of this little pump and little Xanax and whatever the fuck they call themselves, little Alka-Seltzers and little fucking.
Yo.
I mean, you want to call yourself a drug or whatever else, but
There's
they
somebody
don't-
calls it.
little Xan, the little Xanax. This is the
That's
kid
the-
that got chased by the
But
Tupac
he's
fans.
still getting chased. He regrets it now, I heard. I'm serious. He regrets it, I think.
you know what? It's just like, I mean, you can't fault a 20-year-old for saying he doesn't have a Tupac resume. He doesn't know.
To him, all that means nothing to him.
Right.
All that means nothing to him. So
Yeah, it's just
we can't blame him, man.
No,
We can't blame him.
no.
That's like somebody coming up to us like, "Why you don't like this Willie Nelson record?"
Right.
And we're like,
I didn't grow up on
I
it.
didn't grow up on Willie Nelson.
Right.
I know
What's my
smokes a lot of
thing?
weed.
It's
but-
simple as that. man.
Right. What's my thing? Like
We might say it's boring.
Roy
It sound
Orbison.
boring.
Right.
All these guys that you really were talented. I mean, the music is full of. There's so much more beyond hip hop.
Yeah.
You go classic.
Yeah.
I hate the term. Oh, that's white people music.
No,
that's
music
this
is
the
music.
stupidest fucking term
Yeah.
ever. That is the most stupidest and
There's a
ignorant
big
term.
thing now with that guy. What's his name? Oh, the guy I don't man.
Oh, Bruno.
There's a big thing. A lot of people are saying that he's
a culture vulture.
Yeah, but no, Steve. They had Stevie Wonder on YouTube, and they asked him, and Stevie was like, "No, it's not. No, music was made for everyone."
That's
Right.
some of the most ridiculous. That sounds like nothing but just sheer jealousy.
And racism.
Jealousy
And
racism.
racism.
Yes. Racism
Like,
and
why
ignorance.
can't this man be able to sing
Right.
something? Because
He's fucking good at it.
very good at it.
He's
That's-
awesome at it.
You know what I'm noticing? Just like the kid Takashi, when you're good at something, people they just hate
He's
you.
good
man.
at it. He's the only. He's a true like entertainer.
Yes,
Yeah.
he
When you
makes
see
me
him
wanna
on them
dance.
little things, when you see him in them little vignettes he does on the award shows,
Yeah,
you're like,
man.
yo, this is entertaining.
Kills it.
He
Killing it.
kills it
Yeah,
all the
man.
fucking time.
Yeah.
I
man.
sprained my ankle doing some.
Right? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Shit, I ain't supposed to do this.
You're not supposed to do that. Let me get the ice.
But it was fun trying.
It's
it,
fun
right?
trying. I mean, listen.
I like the guy, man.
I like the guy too. I mean, he's very talented. The thing about music is the way the legal system is supposed to be blind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not meant to be
Right.
seen. It should be
Blindfold.
heard first, then. Oh, look at what this is. Oh, wow,
Like,
that's
look
him.
who made that.
That's
Wow.
him.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
yeah.
then you explore more.
Yeah, you have to because music speaks to you in a way that you can't. I mean, you can't even define why like you like certain songs and why you
Exactly.
like certain music.
There's something about it.
I can't explain why. I'll tell you what. There's a lot of hip hop dudes I will drop for fucking Hall & Oates.
Wow.
Hall & Oates was my shit.
He was.
I loved it. And there's a lot of
hard.
dudes I will put on the back burner because, this Hall & Oates joint is playing right now. You just have to wait.
Like, wait.
Right? You just have to wait for right now.
Only my brother can answer this question.
Oh, shit.
Who was there was Hall and it was Oates. The little guy with the mustache, which one was he?
The little guy with the mustache?
This Hall and Oates guy.
Oh, yeah, okay, the two of them, yeah.
Freaky
The
little
mustache
sassy
guy
looking
was.
guy.
Yeah.
That was Hall.
That's
I
John
think.
Oates. No.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
see? I was
Yeah.
wrong. Wow.
Only he can
And
answer
one
that.
guy was blonde.
One guy was
Yeah,
a redhead,
blonde
like a
hair.
red-
That's
blonde
that's
guy.
Daryl Hall.
Yeah,
Okay,
Daryl
okay.
Hall.
That's Daryl Hall.
And John
And he
Oates.
was on Tom T-Bone Walker was their I guess their music director.
Oh, really?
Is
He
that right?
ended up being the music director for Saturday Night Live. He passed away several years
Really?
back. Yeah.
Wow.
But there's no reason like you'll listen, you'll hear a song and it just there's something about it that just connects to you.
Yeah, because it's
That-
the melody.
in a way, and it I mean, it relates. It's probably something that's like transcendental.
Exactly.
You know, probably
Subconsciously.
has some subconscious thing, something that goes back. Maybe you probably
Yeah.
think back like millions of years, like
Yeah.
how you were connected to something.
Exactly.
Like this.
Yeah, man.
And there's no explanation for it. And you don't understand. You don't know why you cried at this fucking song. For some reason, this one song just makes you have to stop.
Yeah.
You gotta
Yeah.
you need a second.
Might
Nah,
get
that's-
chills.
to gather
in your
yourselves,
spine,
you know?
like,
There's a I cry every time when I listen to Pop when he says if they don't have a race of babies that'll hate the ladies that make the babies. That's fucking
That's deep.
Can you
That's deep,
Yeah.
man.
wonder why I would pay for wars but can't feed the poor? Like that shit brings tears to my eye
Yeah.
because he was so prophetic with it. And when I hear people go, it wasn't for me, it wasn't okay, it
Like-
wasn't for you. It didn't have to be.
Just I wish dudes I wish we would have seen Pac grow up.
Yeah,
I would have loved to see a 45-year-old Tupac.
50.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he was my
You know,
1 year.
I'd
younger.
love
might
to
have-
see a
seriously?
40-year-old Tupac.
I see him being a politician or something, man, because he started to go that way, man.
Just being he was just prophetic, and then when you add like life on top of that, then you add some. I mean, because he already had the gusto, he already had the
Yeah,
gumption,
yeah.
he already has his sight on this is a little twinge of society that we're really not paying attention to. Then all of a sudden you add some experience on that and some life lived to
Oh
it.
my goodness.
And it just, I mean,
some maturity.
some maturity, you know, some maturity.
Yeah. But you know that's what that evolution. You know, I guess even like now, Big Daddy Kane still fucking performs.
Yeah.
And
Everywhere.
he's
He
still
rocks.
dope. Like he's a dope fucking guy, and he'll get down and still do some.
He
some
does it with a
dance
jazz
moves and
band,
stuff.
right? He plays with a jazz band,
He's
right?
got a nice fucking road show, man. He's one guy that, man, when you
Didn't lose
see
the step, man. Still.
you saw him on thing or Drink Champs or one of the.
Yeah, I did see his. I
His
saw
shit was
Drink
nice.
Champs,
His shit
yeah.
was nice. Because he filled in a lot of that blanks talking about how Biz.
Yeah, a lot of answers. Yeah.
And Bismarck has an ill documentary too.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you told me about that.
I told you about that.
You told me
one.
about that. I didn't see it.
Dope, man. It was talking about like how ill
How
he
he
was
came up.
in the writing, but he just
Yeah,
didn't have it.
to perform it.
And he had ideas, but Kane was the one that gave him flow, and and all that stuff. It's dope, man. Like, I mean,
Wow.
the evolution of hip hop has definitely been, something. We keep saying it, like we can't wait to see it 50 years.
I can't.
We can't wait to see
I'm
it.
curious, man. I really am, man.
75 years,
Right.
100 years, like
And the things that we cherish, like what do we cherish about it? Like what's going to happen to it as it gets older? Like what are we going to hold on to? Like what are we going to say that this isn't a fad?
Yeah.
This might be a fad now.
But
now, you know what? This might be a fad, but you know what? This has been going on 15, 20
long
years.
time.
Yeah.
So maybe this is more than just a fad. This is something we're going to hold on to. Like I try to ask like younger people, like who are you? I'm curious as to who you are going to say as you get older to somebody younger than you. Okay, well you didn't see so and so, or you don't know those
about
lyrics that
this.
so and so did. Like who are you gonna hold on to that's gonna take you from like this area that you are now and like be part of you as you get older,
well, I could imagine they wouldn't have too many choices.
right. That's what I mean. Like
who's really saying something?
right? But who are you gonna? Like, okay, so I get what you're saying. Like, who are you gonna carry with you to the next?
Who you right?
Who
right.
are you gonna carry?
Because
Who's
I
still
remember
in your bag? Like
who's still in your
playlist?
Who's still in your playlist? Nas has been on my playlist for a long time. You know,
Long
your man
time.
Redman's been on my playlist, for a long time. The things that you take with you from when you were 22 and now you're in your 40s.
I still got G-Rap on
You
deck.
still listen, Cool G-Rap, 2G Rap.
I still got a lot of those classics that are really like, Tribe.
Yeah,
Right,
definitely.
Tribe here and there. I mean, we just played. We was down the shop one day. And we was just playing like some Nori's On the Run Eating album.
Wow.
That shit was fire. That shit was hot. He
War
had a
Report
lot.
was hot.
War Report is hot. I got that in my phone now. Just like going back and putting some Black Moon. You
saw Nori's new food show?
No, I didn't see it yet. I heard it.
He got a what?
He's
A
got
food show.
On the Run
Really?
Eating. Yeah. He switched it up.
It's dope.
He been trying to do it for a long time when he started the first podcast.
I heard about that.
And his album was always Now We On the Run Eating, so it was only apropos. So he's going around doing what we started out wanting to do, is go to the little restaurants and eat and stuff.
And it's dope because it's like he promotes his nephew. He's like, he raps. I'm like, that's how you do it. It's smart.
Yeah.
He's promoting all his friends,
Hey, you got to strike while the iron's hot, man.
Yeah, man.
He's hot right now. Strike. And listen, with all due respect, I really started this because of watching that, and I was like, all right, this is it. We gotta go. We can't sit around and talk about it no more. We're going.
Right.
We're taping tomorrow. Like, let's go. We were in a bar. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is that his it's so easy to do when you have the plethora of resources. Like, he's got all the hip hop guys at his disposal.
Easy to get in contact.
But I like the fact that his platform is saying, hey, we want to honor the legends while they're alive. We want to make sure people recognize these people, and you can't just come up here and be a new rapper.
Exactly.
You can't be a new guy come up here.
You got to pay some homage,
You got to pay some homage. You got to know some dudes. So I like that format of it. But there's a lot of guys running around doing food shows. A lot of guys.
Yeah.
At some point, when these guys said, he says, shit, if there's enough fucking food shows, you can eat for every weekend. You can have a meal, just keep walking around. Hi, we're from the so-and-so channel, and we'd like to, we need free pizza.
That's right.
And we'll
try your pizza.
Right. We have 3 fans that'll tell you how our pizza is.
And they'll promote it, too. Your company. They'll be like,
exactly. But, man, that is something else. So, man, we spent a lot of time personifying hip-hop in a good way. I mean,
definitely. Try to keep it positive,
I mean, there's been several things. There's a lot of negativity in it, but overall, it's a good thing. I mean, the music.
Yeah.
The state of hip hop is at a point where it's. While we want to think it's self-imploding, it is becoming sustainable. And it's just changing format because of the packaging, right? I mean, as they change mediums, it changes with it.
Yeah. But that's like anything, clothes, anything. Every year it's going to be something different about it. You might not like it, you might like it, but it's going to be something different. And I think they're trying to. I just don't like they don't have enough variety to me. That's the only thing. It's like they just got one flavor and everybody's like, yo, this is selling.
Right.
Like,
don't you like this flavor? Don't you like this flavor? Don't you like this flavor? Don't you like this flavor?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
It used to be something that have to get traction, and then it became popular, as opposed to being popular for the sake of almost being popular.
Because so it's almost
he's
like
listening to it. He's listening to it, so you should be listening to it. Not that we've heard it. Over here, you've heard it, you've ingested it. No,
exactly.
It's like it's attached to this other thing. It's attached to this medium.
But that was always what people hated about Flex. Like when Funkmaster Flex was out, this record is so hard
because he said so.
And I'm like, no, it's really not. You just threw a few
bombs.
Yeah.
This record is so tough, New York City. This is what's hot now. Oh, God.
You play this on the West Side Highway with the top down.
You gotta have a 360 engine or better to come with this record.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. He would say stuff like that.
A 64 Camaro won't cut it on this one.
This ain't Jeep worthy. Nah, this ain't Jeep worthy. He would say this ain't Jeep worthy. If you got yourself a nice coupe, okay, fine. But this ain't Jeep worthy.
That's a fact. I mean, listen, the guy
you be in your car like, damn.
I like this song. Shit, I can't play this.
Fucking
I can't play this in my Sentra.
Shit. Word. Like, see. Okay, so that brings up to something that we talked about in the hip hop. The braggadocious style. I'm driving caddy, you fixing a Ford.
Hey,
so where it came from.
Yeah.
So it was always about what you had and the had-nots,
Ego.
Right.
and it was always egotistical and always I'm bigger, I'm better, I'm better than you.
Definitely.
But it was about how you came back at it.
Right.
The minute you succumb to it and go, I guess I can't listen to this.
Right.
You leave.
It's a wrap.
It's a wrap for
Right.
you. So if you listen to this guy and said, oh, I don't like this song because he said I can't play it, and you walked away, and
you
it's over
actually
for
didn't
you.
listen to it no more.
like he's not the authority on how you're gonna live your life and whatever else. So but there was a big culture of people that was like, oh well, Flex didn't do that, and so Flex don't rock with this. That's
So
not
I'm not
what-"
doing
So
that.
the other radio stations who were copying him were like, I guess this is not hot anymore. We're not
Wow.
going to this anymore.
Yeah.
And the daytime show guy that came with this record, and they were like, nah, Flex threw that out. So,
Wow.
so this
You
is
hear
this-
Flex do that out the
right.
window?
That's where K Slay found himself in that little niche where he was playing records that no one was playing.
Flex wasn't playing.
Flex wasn't playing.
He was breaking them.
He was breaking those records. I mean, so that's what we said earlier. Like, where's the DJ? Where's the
DJ?
Where's the real DJ?
Where's the personality?
Where's the guy
Where's
that
the-
broke records? Like, I can remember back in the days when if you didn't give it to Clue first and
was a
somebody
rap.
else got it,
It was a rap.
he wasn't.
Yo, I remember I used to take my demo to DJ Enough's house in Queens.
Right.
Like,
So this
here's Enough, Mom. Here you go. Can you give this to your son, please? I never heard from him again, but I tried.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Like, these guys were like, they created a platform for themselves to be, the gatekeepers
Yeah,
of it.
of
And at
the
some
music,
point,
yeah.
it was like, wait a minute. So what you said earlier, John, is they don't need that anymore.
No.
These guys are not needed.
Right, you don't need the
You
gatekeeper.
don't need them. Everybody else is like an asshole, got their own opinion. Everybody's
Yeah.
putting their own shit out.
Yeah.
30,000 views. Said that kid academic. He said, I don't know what kind of fucking Chinese streamers Drake is employing, but his numbers is killing him because he's got some robots and they're like,
Right.
we want Drake. Just keep playing that fucking
Yo.
guy's playing song.
It was a game. You know how they play games online live? I was at my nephew's house in Jersey.
You mean like Words with Friends, like that kind of
Yeah.
thing?
No, like a real basketball PlayStation.
Okay.
You go live.
yeah.
Oh, he's fucking doing it right now.
And there's a game, I forgot what it's called. These kids playing now. And
Call of Duty.
No, it's another game. It's
Well, he
like a
plays
famous game. He probably knows.
What is it?
Fortnite?
Yeah. That's you
Fortnite? You said
knows, he knows
Fortnite?
what I'm talking
I'm telling
about.
you, he knows it.
Yo, Two Bros Podcast. Online gaming, man. You can't go wrong with it.
What's the name of it?
So
What's the name of the game? Fortnite?
It's called Fortnite.
The one Drake was playing and they blew it up and
Yeah,
put it all
they
online
probably
and
went
because he was
crazy.
playing it, they went the
shit
internet
probably
went
shut the
crazy.
server down.
Exactly, just because he was playing
Because he
it.
was playing the game.
Just because he was playing it.
And it's the game that these kids like. So I don't,
But then how do you validate it's really him? Like,
exactly,
So
you
this is-
can't.
You can't. This is the thing that people, they can't.
But that's the hype. They just say it's him, and everybody goes crazy.
which always goes to the illustrious president. Like, is he really tweeting? Like, is it really him?
Yeah, I know, right?
So
No.
people always like, is he sitting there saying, I want you to say,
No, that was his partner's assistant. Like,
But you know what? It doesn't matter.
I know
It doesn't matter because nobody believes it. Because nobody, it's one of those things where they used to say this about if you were a fan of professional wrestling. It's like if you were a fan, no explanation is needed.
yeah, exactly.
If you're not a fan,
Then-
don't care. It's not for
yeah,
you.
It's not for you.
yeah,
We don't care.
yeah.
It's true.
You know,
It's true.
and so it becomes one of those things where it's going to feed the people who
That want it.
Who want it.
That's right.
And if you could care less about it,
Hey, that's on you.
all right,
If the shoe fits, wear it.
right.
Jeez. How'd that come full circle? Right.
That's it.
If the shoe fits, wear it. Like, if it's not like. Who you calling a bitch? Like, it's like, I'm not talking. If you're a bitch, why would you turn around?
Yeah,
Right,
Why would
exactly.
you get offended?
Why would you be offended? I'm not a bitch. I'm not an asshole. I'm not a
Right.
nigger. I'm not
Yeah.
offended when people say that word.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
I'm not a nigger. I'm like, I can be, but
Right.
I'm not today. So
Majority of the time, I'm not.
majority I'm not. If you want me to get ignorant,
Yeah, that's different.
that can be different.
Yeah.
But that happens a lot where people are just offended. Like we've all said this before. Like, you go to your job and whatever else, and it's like, I'm not the fucking spokesperson for O.J. Simpson. Like, I don't know
Exactly.
what was on his mind.
Right.
Like,
People are getting mad.
don't be mad at me because this guy, did whatever he did to his wife and whatever else. So that has nothing to do with the whole community. Like, we don't all subscribe to this guy.
We don't go to meetings. We don't. There's no
at all.
There's no conglomerate meeting, and we don't section it off. So the dark skinned people over here, and they're the light skinned people here, the brown ones, and these are the high yellow ones over here. We don't. Yeah, that doesn't.
Hey, you look a little shade of blue.
There's no. Yeah, there's no consensus as to what. But unfortunately, we promulgate that.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say that. We do.
We pimp that out. So, hey, wait a minute. What are you doing reading that?
Exactly.
Reading that? What are you doing listening to this dude?
So it's convenient.
You're supposed to be
when it's convenient for you.
Yeah. You're supposed to be, supposed to be down with this. You're not supposed to be,
sight for God.
Right, exactly.
Now it's all of a sudden, it's
all
not
of a sudden you're no longer an individual.
Exactly. What's the
damn mathematics?
What's your mathematics?
What's the mathematics?
Oh, goodness.
You don't know your math, man?
You don't know your math. What?
When I was at the terminal, every time you try to get on the terminal when you're getting home from the bus. The 165th Street Terminal.
Oh my goodness!
All the 5%ers will be out there.
So
let me school you on your mathematics today, my man.
They were violent, man. You ain't know.
Violent, bro.
Like, oh my.
So you don't know because you're a light-skinned brother.
That's
and
right.
You half breed. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
you
all
probably
of that.
mixed with a little bit of pig and mule and
That's right. There you go.
And I'm like,
I'm gonna. I just
wanna go home.
I just missed my bus. I just
fucking standing in front of a twin donut. I want my donut.
right. I'm waiting for a donut.
I didn't come for
and
a lesson.
fucking beef patty. And just
Is the terminal still there? Is it?
Yeah.
And they still have like the magazine store there and the
and
donuts,
it's
cab
all
stand.
glory. That donut spot is still there.
Yeah.
Pizza place still there inside.
I don't know.
I haven't been in a
I don't know if the pizza.
Yeah, the pizza place is still
Is
there.
it?
Yeah, I was
Pizza place
just there
used
the
to
other
be.
day.
Pizza place was
Okay.
across from, and you can come
It's
through
still
the store in the front and come out the back.
Same way.
Wow.
Same way.
Yeah.
Same way.
Okay.
It's new owners, but it's
I'm
still
sure.
there.
But,
And it's got a beef patty spot next to it.
Yeah.
now.
Really?
Yeah.
oh man, there was like a shoe store in there, something like that. And no one went in there. A wig
Yeah.
store. It was a wig.
Oh yeah. There's the wig
It was a wig
store.
spot.
Right.
And so, do they still have magazines in the
Yeah.
wall?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh?
They still got the little stores.
Candy shop.
Yeah.
Where you get your.
Yeah, but it was like a convenience place. I get it. It was all candy, gum, paper, and stuff. But there were comic books on the wall.
Yeah, they got that.
They're still there.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's interesting. I mean, does anybody
I went to take the Q3 the other day. Yeah.
No shit. Damn. The terminal. There's a lot of fucking fights at that terminal.
Oh, don't even get me started. That was the arena.
Exactly. That's where you all met.
Damn.
Yeah, I see you at the terminal.
Yeah, yeah.
I see you at the terminal.
Yup.
I see you at the terminal.
It
Yup.
was a hub.
I see.
It was a hub.
I see you at the terminal. You're gonna be getting on the Q3. What was it? The
Yup.
3A at the time.
Yup.
We had three who took you to JFK, but the 3A we had,
we'll go straight to
and then you had they went down Liberty, it came that way, and now it came to 83, right?
Yeah,
right.
83. But that's how people knew where you was from, because if you was on this
whatever
side,
bus
right.
you're getting on.
you was
Right.
taking the 6, 7, and this you was South Side. You
The
know what I'm
green
saying?
line.
The green
South
line,
side.
right.
You was
South
all South
side.
Side dudes.
Right.
And the brown line, you was all Far Rockaway dudes,
Yeah.
and over there, and all of the guys from the
Blue
blue
line.
85
North side.
north side, a little north side, north of Linden. Yeah.
I always had a problem back then because I was cool with everybody. I never had, like, Southside. I'm like, I know those guys.
Yeah, that was my problem.
I don't have
Being
nothing
a
against them.
Cool barber with everybody. My house was Switzerland, man. It was like
You know what I mean?
I cut everybody's hair
So
in
you
school.
gonna-
So everybody came home with me, and it was like,
Yeah. You was with who?
oh, he gonna be over there.
I ain't going over there. Chad be letting them Southside niggas up in the crib. Man.
He charging $5 for
Right,
everyone.
$5.
Yeah, same
Come and
price.
go.
Yeah.
Clippers be burning my hand. Yo, we need to take a break. Put on video music box. Put my clippers in the freezer. I used to put my clippers in the freezer.
Wow.
Put the shits in the freezer, in the refrigerator. We watch a video music box. Yo, they ready yet? They ready? Oh shit! No, come on.
Cooled off yet?
Cooled off. Bam, 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 bam. Cutting everybody hair, alcohol. Yo, give
man.
me fucking yaddies. But it'd be like, yo, wash them clippers, man. That nigga had some shit.
Yeah,
man.
the last guy.
The last guy had some little dandruff and shit. Niggas leave out with some Egyptian pots and stuff.
Yeah, man.
My house was crazy after school, man. That was the good old days. But
Just to let y'all know, I haven't seen my man in over 20 years.
Over 20
man.
years.
That's crazy,
So,
man.
we spent the better half of our elementary years together.
Yeah.
So we did kindergarten.
Yeah, man. The early years.
Early
Oh,
days.
my goodness. We had the funny clothes on there.
We had the funny clothes. I think I have a graduation picture with me and you.
You do,
I think I do.
Oh, well, I know I ain't had no teeth. I must have like Leon Spinks.
No, but you still have the birth. Yeah,
Yeah,
you had the
yeah,
birthmark there.
yeah,
It was
man.
always on your cheek
my
or whatever. And I so many days we had. I spoke to Sharice
I see Cherie
she's around
sometimes,
all the
too.
time. She's on the
Yeah.
book, so she's
Okay.
always she.
Hold on. Do you remember when you had that accident in junior high?
When I fell,
Yo. If you don't remember,
nobody remembers this.
My dude, I was crying like a
Nobody remembers when I fell through that fucking hole.
Yo, that was an L4, my dude.
It was horrible.
We used to climb through there.
I know. And
he fell through this piece like by the school, junior high.
238. He went to 238.
Yeah,
so he was.
you know the
he's 4 years older than me.
He fell out that thing, man. I thought he was dead, man.
I fell on my face.
Yo, you
I
talking
fell
about
flat
crying?
on my face.
I was like uncontrolled. You couldn't console me. I was just like,
you was. I remember looking back and I was numb and I couldn't. It was you, April.
Yeah,
April was the one who was chasing me.
Yup. Yeah, that's right.
April was the one that chased me.
Wow.
And she
Little
was,
April.
Yep, she was chasing me, and I don't know what the fuck happened. I just spun out of the way and was like, oh!
And went right through the hole. Like,
and and this we had the conversation before. Mr. Asher and Mr. Johnson. You remember Mr. Johnson?
Yeah.
He was a little Chinese looking fucking black guy with a mustache and I couldn't move. I remember I couldn't move, and I woke up in the fucking hospital, and they was like,
facts.
And my mother came and was like, I gotta take a day off of work for this shit. you
praying?
They're gonna take our public assistance
You're
away.
supposed to be in school.
She was like, you can't. This shit costs money. All this surgery shit and all this
kids, man.
I was fucked up. Man. My whole shit was cracked.
Facts.
My whole fucking face.
Oh, you broke your joint?
No, I didn't break nothing.
break nothing.
That was the crazy thing. I didn't break nothing. I sprained my arm. I had a cast, and we went on a trip like right after that. And
remember.
I had a fucking boiled egg on my face. That shit was. My eye was like this. We went to the. That's what I was telling them before. The New York experience. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
And the sounds and the smell. You used to smell like New York dog shit and all that.
Yeah.
I'm like, where were you people? I remember all of this shit. How come nobody remembers it?
I remember.
People are like, what? I don't know what you're talking about. Nintendo, that's as far as they go back, right? So people can't remember Sega Genesis and that's it. Like, I'm like, dude, no, we had a lot of shit. I can remember me and you on the fucking, they had a dentist bus that used to come in front of the school, and we got fillings.
You get fillings,
I remember that.
And they used to come and drill us in the fucking parking lot. In front of the school. We're sitting in there and
getting the
fillings.
Yeah, I remember that.
And we go back in and aluminum foil feeling in your mouth and shit. And we go right back into the classroom. It was like
nothing happened.
They don't have that. Like school dental programs.
The aid like
and
they
all
used to, no.
It was a lot of shit we did back in the days, man.
Because now they try to cut schools out of a lot of things now.
Dude, Flies Up. We played all
God.
day. Flies Up.
Oh.
This is a game that no one knows about now. If you say that to anybody, they have no. And they'll look at you like, this is fun.
I showed my daughter it. She was like, that was a game.
That's
man?
a game.
Like,
This is fun to you? Like, what? You pop that ball up.
And it can only be played in the courtyard. That's another thing. It
that's
can only be
it.
played in the courtyard.
And if you was a one-hander,
whoever catch that, yo, you was a man.
Yo, there's a dude. He checks us out every once in a while. This dude named Damian Hall.
Yeah,
He was a
Dame.
flies
Mad
up.
familiar.
You know Dame.
Flies up
Bus driver.
king.
Bus
He's a bus driver
Dame.
now.
Yeah.
He's a bus driver. I think he's on the verge of retiring.
Light skin cat,
pretty
right?
soon. Yeah.
Always partying.
Flies up king.
Dame is my guy,
Dude was always like I would keep because I was the fucking brainiac. I
Okay,
wasn't
you
an
kept
athlete.
score.
I kept score of dudes.
Statistician.
He was always like 35 and 40. If I was lucky, I got like 6 or some shit like that. You know, but you counted. Yeah, but you would have to. You'd be in the group. Somebody would throw the ball up against the wall, and you have to snatch it out of the air. This
Try to
dude,
jump the highest
This dude
or
had a
something.
leap. He would get like 35, 40 at a time, and
There was a lot of guys that was nice at that shit.
Yeah, man.
Very athletic. Very
Yeah, definitely. Stick ball and all that.
punch ball
in the corner, right in the corner on 18. You punching the ball.
punch ball.
Down the
all
block.
all the chicks were playing handball.
Yeah.
Handball.
We're playing handball. Remember Kathy Wharton? Her hand would get like 3
Swole.
times her size.
Damn.
Some
Smacking the ball.
smacking the ball. And she'd smoke your ass.
Yeah, she was nice.
She was nice.
Wow.
She could put the ball wherever she wanted to, put it on with touch and whatnot.
That little skipper, that little
Yeah,
hit
make
the
it-
boop, and it just fall right
Wow.
there. Like, got me. These are lost arts. Double dutch,
Running bases.
running base. What's
Running
that?
bases. You never play, you play running bases.
I remember
Yeah,
that.
but what is? I don't remember it though. What is?
You would play it was almost like a version of Monkey in the Middle, but you would play it like from one driveway to the next or between 2 manhole covers.
You had to make it.
You had to make it from one to the other.
Yeah. I mean, it was so much shit. You know, you go to the Skelly Tops, and we talk
Skelly,
about that all the time. We
Kick the can.
They still making Skellies. Like my friends in Rochdale,
Yeah.
that little co-op place, they got a
They got a
Skelly
board.
board.
Yeah, I saw it in Africa Park. They have
Kids
it.
are starting to get into it too.
But the fun was making the tops.
Yes, that's what I told them. I said, "Yo, the whole fun
That was finding mayonnaise jars,
putty, wax, different
put a
color
quarter
wax.
in it.
Yes.
Yo, my shit got a penny in it, and then they
And
started.
you put designs or whatever.
Yeah, we used to melt now and laters in that shit.
Yeah,
like
man.
Put all kinds of stuff.
I used to have a penny in the middle of mine.
Yeah, of course.
Give it some weight.
Word. The milk tops, and you sand it down. You get it just to the right glide on it, and
just like straight up, like straight
Street
up creativity.
street
We had to go out.
engineering.
We had to be out. We had to be amongst each
Had
other.
to
We
play.
couldn't.
But that was what you did. You went home. You dropped your shit. You had to, if you had to change clothes, all right, fine. You changed clothes.
Yep.
But you got your ass
What's
back
right
outside.
So what's the put on your play clothes?
Put on your play
Yeah,
clothes.
remember that? Remember that?
Put your play
Don't
clothes
be going out
on.
there in your
Yo.
school clothes.
Right.
Put your play
Put
clothes
your play
on.
clothes on.
Fact. When my kids was younger, I had them doing the same thing, man.
You
Forget
did play
that.
clothes.
Yeah,
you
man.
did play clothes in street
I don't
in
have
school
money
clothes.
to be spending.
Can't
That's
be
good
spending-
clothes.
That's
Don't
right.
do it, man.
But did you see how that changed? Because at some point, if they didn't go out, there was no need. They didn't mess them up.
Yeah.
Right.
Because we played on the ground. We got
Yes.
on the floor.
Concrete on.
Yeah,
yes.
and everybody skid their fucking knee out.
Everybody had skid knees.
So you had
and-
patches on your
yes.
pants
Yeah,
for
definitely.
your knees because we would skid your fucking
Oh, yeah.
knees.
Patches, run
'Cause
down
you play.
shoes, and
Yeah. I mean, I remember my shoes
But
had a
then
hole at
they
the
got
bottom.
uniforms now, so.
Yeah, but that made it better.
Yo,
'cause
didn't we have uniforms in 118?
No.
I swore we had the
No.
blue. We never
No.
had something we had to
we
wear.
had assembly.
Assembly day.
Assembly.
We had to
You wore
put
a white
on-
with a
shirt
white shirt and dark
on
pants.
Friday. You wore a white shirt on Friday.
Right.
Assembly, bro.
Yo, I remember
Assembly.
that.
Now this is Pavlov's theory. Like we were programmed to, and if you didn't come with a white shirt, you in trouble.
You,
like,
you couldn't go to the
you couldn't
if
go
they
to
was
the assembly.
whatever they was doing.
You couldn't
yeah.
go to the event.
Right.
It was almost like a free day of class because it was assembly. We sang songs,
Yeah.
lift every voice and sing.
People got awards and shit.
Yeah.
Like, this is your penmanship award.
Yeah,
So got a math
whatever,
award
yeah.
today.
So do you remember this,
Yep.
Miss Bell?
And the other way.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
I'll never forget Miss Bell.
Motherfuckers gonna see
My
that.
script.
This
Yo, I'll
was
never
the
forget Miss
shit
Bell, man.
that was you do this so many times and you get that. And she used to be
Right,
like,
that
"No,
curve.
you got to get the."
And
You gotta
you know
get the
what?
curve.
She wasn't supposed to be teaching us that.
No, this
She
was
was
her
doing-
own little method. Like she was really trying to get you into writing.
And I learned cursive from her.
Oh, man,
Yo,
I
I can
learned-
write the perfect cursive right now because of that.
I learned it too, but I fell off because of typing so much.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
You
I
don't need
can't
to
write
so
long.
much
You're a
now.
writer. You write. You're rappers and shit continuously
You're
write.
continuously writing.
I don't write a lot. I'll write here and I'll go 5 seconds.
Yeah, I write notes.
Yeah.
Like little.
I'm shorthand. I'm like a fucking
Yeah.
cook, like a diner. Right? Like bacon, egg, and cheese. Pick it up. That's what I write. Pick it up. But yeah, man, that those days you just I don't because we're grown. We don't know if they're actually doing it because we always say that like, are they doing that?
Yeah,
Are
They are. Because my
And my
daughter,
son-
she was like, I learned script too, Dad, in school. She learned like in the 2nd, 3rd grade how to write script. So I'm like, okay, they still doing it.
That's good though, man. I mean, script was like.
You got to know it sometimes, you know?
You gotta be able to. I mean, please just learn how to write.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically.
You know.
Yeah, I mean, the simple grammar was always, very simple. I think when I think the biggest thing that messed up a lot of people was, we never took math as serious. We got afraid of math because
Yeah.
we were afraid of the integers, the numbers. When you went past 9, 10, 20,
was
it
hard.
got, whoa, wait a minute. And when they introduced a letter and then it was like, wait a
Why
minute.
and
Yeah.
Well, X and Y is what? Wait a minute. This is not 1
Exactly.
through. How are you getting
What
that
is
letter
this?
here? And I think we were more afraid of the idea than we were it was a very simple
Of
problem.
actually
Right.
doing it.
We were more upset about the idea. Why do you, if Sally went to the store and bought 2 apples and this, well, we don't sell apples in our store.
Right.
We got the wrong part of the question. Like we
We
looked
was
at the
paying
wrong.
attention to the wrong thing.
We were listening to the wrong argument instead of saying, "Oh, that's simple. She dropped 2 of them and she met a pimp along the
That's
way
right.
and he turned her out." I mean, whatever.
That's-
It's subjective. We always thought that there was some subjective.
There was subjectivity
interlude
to it, right.
and it wasn't.
It wasn't just
At
simply
all.
like she has 6 apples and that's
Right,
not
it's
what
very
happened this
simple.
way. And that's it. No,
It's
we were
very
talking
simple.
about. She
Or
was
they'll say
so-and-so.
she was going at this speed.
Right.
What time was she? Like, whoa. If the cop stopped her or not?
Right. Did she get stopped? Who's on the corner?
I saw and this is just dialing back. I saw a meme. Damn, I don't want to mess the joke because it's. Oh, it says spell orange, right? Mm-hmm. And the lady says, "Well, it was the meme was about his girlfriend being stupid or whatever."
Okay.
So he says, "I said, hey babe, can you spell orange?" And she said, "The color or the fruit?"
Whoa!
And I was like,
I didn't like the color. Now the fruit.
Now the fruit.
Yeah.
The fucking difference. Like, I mean, shit like that is like, you know, like, if you had to think about that one,
Yeah,
and
that's
you're like,
too much.
wait a minute, what the something's wrong with you.
Yeah,
man. Something's wrong with
that's
you,
too
man.
much.
People pick on their women like that because you see other shit like that. Like people be driving in a car and they say, "Hey, babe, if we're driving 60 miles an hour, how far would we get in 1 hour?"
Right.
I don't.
I just told you.
Yeah. Well, I don't know math. Yeah. I don't do kilometers.
Is that like a? Is that,
know?
yeah. Is that like algebra?
Yeah.
They gotta
Oh,
like
my.
carry something over. Is
Yo,
that,
y'all know they got a new math out, right?
It's always been a new math. I mean, is it?
No,
math
they
is always
just
new.
made it.
Ooh, what is this now?
My ex's her son, he's in college. He was telling me, he was showing me. I was like, what the hell is this? They have a new math,
This
man.
kid, I mean, he would know.
He probably knows it.
He's
He's telling me they
fucking-
got a new math out.
You know, listen.
Well, is it new math or is it a new way of getting
A
to,
new way.
a new way of getting
a new
to
way.
your
Exactly.
the process?
A new
Okay.
way, yeah.
Well, you know, one of like growing up, you know, when I was raising him, and I was never the scholastic one. My wife went to
Okay, it was
college.
more-
She did the high
Okay.
school. I finished. I was it. I went to
course.
work. I was working.
Hands on.
One of the things I always told him, I said, listen, math is the only thing that will never lie to you. It's subjected to the delivery. That's it.
That's
Like,
it.
no matter what country you go, no matter what
The
planet,
outcome is still
it's
going to be.
1, 2, 3. You
Right.
can say it in a different word. You can say it Latin,
But it
German,
means the
whatever.
same
But it's the
thing.
same thing. It's addition, subtraction. That's it. So if you could master this, the world is yours.
Yeah.
Math and
yeah.
science.
Because math and science, because science,
go
is,
together,
science
yeah.
is math.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you add this peptoid to an alloy to this and that, and take away one of these and add 2 of these hydrogens. That's math,
Yeah,
man. That's
yeah,
all
I
mathematics.
love science.
Oh.
I love science.
We need Neil deGrasse here. Those guys are. I mean, science is one of those things that we could go a whole another 2 hours.
Yeah,
and we could
basically.
just keep going on.
Don't start religion into Scientology. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh.
So yes, indeed. So we've had a great time talking. We are
Definitely,
hitting,
man.
hitting a big marker here. We just somehow we're hitting the 2-hour marker.
Wow. That's because it's good time. That's why.
Just like that. We just hit the 2-hour marker, and it has been super fun.
It's been a pleasure with you guys, man.
Fantastic,
Definitely,
bro.
man.
Thanks for coming and joining the convo,
coming,
man.
We didn't get in, we
Y'all
didn't
family,
we
man.
didn't interrupt your writing routine, did you?
Not at
How often do
all.
you write?
Tell you the truth, I write daily. It's like exercise for me. I wake up and I even if it's not a whole verse, I try to make sure I just put the idea I have down. I might have a song title, it's whatever it is. I'll just put it on paper and build on it later.
Well, we hope to get some content soon.
Definitely, definitely.
We're looking
man.
forward to this crossbreed project.
Definitely, man.
Super producer Rockwaller, also my other Martin Van Buren alumni.
Definitely, man.
But we're definitely looking for some material. But you know what? At your leisure, put it out. We want it to be what you want it to be, not what the
Everybody else
yeah,
wants it to be.
you know
Yeah.
what I'm
Fuck
saying?
all those people.
Yeah,
What about you?
But really, artistry is something that is appreciated, I guess, when you do it for yourself and you do
Definitely.
it for your own momentum.
Yeah.
It's just that much better. I for people that just try to ride the wave and just try to be what today.
Fill a quota. We gotta hurry up.
Yeah,
Fill it.
we need something for that. I mean, true artistry like you, my guy Mike, and
No doubt.
they just keep making records that just keep like.
Yo,
whether
Mike,
you're
we're gonna do
underground-
something, Mike.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
see
You
We're
heard
gonna
it.
do something,
You
bro.
heard it.
We gotta do something.
You
man.
heard it. There's a lot of cats I want to put together for a special
Definitely,
project. But,
definitely, man. I'm always available, man. Hit me up, bro. I'm here.
Well, thanks for joining us on Two Bros Podcast, episode number 25. We are a quarter. But we had a great time, man. It was awesome. John, any last parting words?
Hey, listen, it was good seeing you, bro.
Same here, bro.
It was good seeing you, bro. Looking forward to just keep writing.
Yeah,
just keep
basically.
writing,
Just keep writing.
I got y'all, man. I got
writing.
y'all, man.
All right, party people, we are
Bros
getting out of
Influence
here.
One.